play in this one is the Canes start with a stall Martinook and Carrier line, and they'll immediately go to work out in front with a chance. And Skinner will make the shoulder save. Away comes Edmonton. Breaking in and hammering that one just wide is Jack Roslovic, is the Carolina Hurricanes' familiar face. Got behind the defense. Roslovic was a pickup on October 8th, and he has been solid for the Oilers with 5 goals and 7 assists.
He was solid last year as a Hurricane. Very, very streaky. Good fit for him in Edmonton. What a pass from Draisaitl.
Now McDavid coming through with a shot short side. Anderson makes the save, and he'll cover it up and get a whistle.
Going back to the 2015 draft where McDavid went first overall, Aho, the find of all finds in the second round, has always played well.
Here's a chance. Ehlers drops it back. Stakehoven right on it. Skinner makes the save. This will be picked up by Noah Philp in his second season. Through, and a blocker save made there by Anderson all the way back to Bouchard. This one is teed up, and that's cranked just wide. And the left side out the right. Carolina back to work. Martinook. There's some help from Stahl, who's shoved by Draisaitl. Darnell Nurse, 51 blocks on the season. He'll throw this one in. Breaking in is Jack Roslovic, and he'll score. Thrown in. Anderson kicked it out. Roslovic
flew the zone. Watch him at the bottom of your screen. And Frederik Andersen, possibly worrying about icing, tried to play the puck. Darnell Nurse, that was going to miss. That would have been icing. And he tries to play the puck and compounds it by going up the middle. And Jack Roslovic, who had flown the zone right away.
Tripp accurately pointed out it was Nurse throwing it down the middle of the rink, knowing and Roslovic was going to beat out an icing. 5-year veteran, knowing every scenario. And now here's Aho charging after it. McDavid will beat him to it. Aho comes up with it. Aho out in front. Skinner makes the save on the backhand try, short-handed. This is teed up. Walker hammers it out in front. Jarvis, he's given a shove there by Hyman. And now hanging on to Aho's stick was McDavid. Centering attempt will go rink wide. Chance here for Roslovic. He'll throw it to the corner looking for McDavid. Now played around. Draisaitl. Up top. That's going to deflect. Gonna go wide from Anderson's net. Back for Draisaitl. Put it on the table. Roslovic shot. That goes low and wide, and then it bounces to McDavid, who finds a seam and scores. It's a power play goal with 18 seconds left on the man advantage, and Connor McDavid from a sharp angle beats Anderson. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
Took it to the net. Skinner's made a couple of quality stops. Roslovic misses, which ends up being good fortune because Lively off the end boards. And I mean, Connor McDavid fit that into.
Canes need to come up with an answer now as they're trailing 2-0 here early in the first. And Keeshan whips it around. Offered there by Riley. Ty Emberson will get the rest of this, and it'll be knocked into the Canes zone. This one swept around the boards. Jankowski can't get it cleared. Long drive from the blue line, but caught and hung on to by Anderson. That'll ricochet. Svechnikov to it. Drive out in front. Skinner finally locates it, and he'll get a whistle. Boston Bruin. The boards from Mangiapane. Back for Frederick. Frederick sends it across. Long drive blocked out in front. Anderson makes the save. Gostisbehere makes a move around Frederick. Gostisbehere back to the point looking for Walker. Walker with it. He's got a couple options. He'll hit it for Hall. Hall across Gostisbehere. Robinson! They score! Tic-tac-toe! And the Canes are on the board! Mr. Robinson in the neighborhood. It's 2-1.
See a better example of Carolina using the width of the zone to make it bigger. One pass from Hall all the way across the ice to Gostisbehere, and Gostisbehere off of 3 assists last night. Waste no time going all the way back across the ice to where it initially started with Taylor Hall to Robinson, and Robinson gets it to the net quickly.
First season of the Carolina Hurricanes. Looks like he has been playing here his whole career. Canes with a good keep in now. Wheeler's turn. Centering out front. Blake trying to settle. Skinner's off his mark. Ehlers scores! What a heady play by Blake behind the net. And Ehlers, he is on fire. Buries this one. We're tied at 2.
Jackson Blake could have just funneled this puck back towards the net. Had to take it and look from the heels of his skates to settle it. And then, I mean, that's not an easy pass to pull off after the patience. Not to just try to bank it off of Skinner, but to make a much better play. Head up the whole time. Early ice conditions in a period. Takes it.
Has 45 seconds. Has evaporated on the power play. Jarvis Gostisbehere cranks that up. He's able to keep it in. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Gostisbehere to Jarvis. Side of the net. Ehlers, what a play, but Skinner.
Skinner taking advantage of his size on the glove side, and then the one-toucher. And
this will pop free. Andrei Svechnikov will chug into the Oilers zone. Across, shot put on by Jarvis, save Skinner.
The 3-on-2 up the ice. It's all about the speed of the Hurricanes. Trip, something you talk about all the time. The middle lane drive.
Come back from, we'll see. I know that the teams are well conditioned. Drops it back. Gostisbehere shot right on, ricochets, and that might be Skinner's best save of the night. Back in this one around. Miller plays it for Riley. Riley doesn't get all of it. Oilers come up with it. Roslovic out in front, and Anderson makes the save, and Sprawl's on the other. Oh, Mr. Anderson.
Of a tough turnover on the clear from Riley. Oh, the post. I don't know if he got a piece with the blade first or just the post.
Zach Hyman back in action tonight for Edmonton. Bouchard comes up with a loose puck up for Hyman. He's knocked off. Force, and Draisaitl sets up McDavid, and they score. Well, that's just how quick that duo can react. And Connor McDavid has put Edmonton in the lead 3-2 here in the third.
I think this was the underrated glide that McDavid has. You get physical on Hyman. I think that Carrier just didn't completely understand. Well, you have Martinook, who tried to get in the passing lane. The glide of McDavid had enough separation. Carrier's stick was parallel.
The Canes will get to this and clear. Now played up for Carrier. Carrier pulls his way to the front of the net. Stalls there, hammers it home, and we're tied. Oh, that line deserved it, and they cash in. The captain gets us even at 3.
Will.i.am Carrier has had a big night. Heck of a job using the wall as his friend by Martinook. And then Carrier just powers to the front of the net. And he creates the tying goal for Jordan Staal. Heck of a tight turn. Edgeworth from Carrier after Martinook made the really nice indirect off the boards in the neutral zone. And you're right. This line has been all over it all night. How about the first and the third goal? Robinson and now Staal using the width of the ice.
A Nikishin off the post. A chance here for Riley. That goes off the side of the net. Stankoven. McDavid hands it back home. Back home with a low drive, but front now come right out. McDavid is trickling down the goal line. Nystrom saves it and clears.
McDavid and Anderson. Oh, just the top of the pad on the blocker side. Now it's settled. Heck of a box out there, preventing the rebound from Miller. And then Freddie, fortunately, kicks it into an area in the crease where Nystrom can get to it. Really good box out from Miller. It's usually been the Staal line, so this is a big challenge here and a good one for the Aho line.
That's Jarvis with it out in front for Svechnikov, and Skinner makes the save. Jarvis was unavailable last night in OT, so Sebastian Aho did it himself, and we are underway here in this overtime as McDavid trying to pull away from Staal. McDavid into the Kane zone, watched by Gostisbehere, leaves it for Draisaitl. His shot, he scores! And just that quick, Leon Draisaitl will end this one in overtime.
The opening face-off in overtime is always huge. But when you have Draisaitl and McDavid on the ice,
playing a road game at home.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's bring aboard Inside the Game analyst Rob Brown as we get ready for the Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres. Rob, Stan Bowman on Oilers Now today referred to the first 20 games as resilient on behalf of the Edmonton Oilers. Obviously, they're nowhere near at the level that they were hoping to be at this stage, but they are 9-7-4, and they have played 12 of their first 20 on the road. How would you assess the first quarter of the year?
I like the word he used, and to me, the reason you say that word is they've got a winning record when they haven't been anywhere close to what they're capable of playing. There's been a lot of games, for example, the Carolina game, they were not the better team, but they found a way to win. Against Montreal, weren't the better team, found a way to win. Against the Rangers, weren't the better team, found a way to win. And in sport, it's not always who the better team is, it's who has the more points at the end of the game. That's how you judge wins and losses. That's how you judge success. So, I think resilience is a good way to explain or describe the first 20 games. They need to be better. You start playing great teams, which they will find in the playoffs. Being outplayed in a 7-game series, you can be as resilient as you want. You're going to find yourself out of the playoffs. So they have been okay. They need to be better. They know they need to be better. But there are some signs as of late that shows that some of their star players are starting to awaken and get back to that form that we're used to seeing them play.
All right, Rob, the Sabres have 5 regulars out, including 4 of their top 9 forwards and their second pairing right shot defense. I know Nugent Hopkins isn't going and Kapanen's out for Edmonton, but the Oilers have had some games where other teams have been relatively healthy, and they didn't have Hyman or Nugent Hopkins. Well, I got news for you. They got to capitalize it, and they've not played well here, Rob. They've lost 4 of the last 5 in this building. Every game has been a 3-2 game. So what do they do to ensure that they get a positive result?
Well, they need to play with urgency from the beginning of the game. The Oilers' urgency and desperation hasn't come in till later in hockey games when they found themselves down. The Buffalo Sabres are not a good team. Their standings, or where they are in the standings, prove that. They're missing good players. They got a goaltender with very little experience in net. This is a game the Oilers should win. But we've seen throughout the season, there's no bad teams. There's no teams that are walkovers anymore. So I think for the Edmonton Oilers, play with desperation and urgency off the beginning of the game, and they'll find success. They don't. There's enough players like a Tage Thompson, an Alex Tuck, a Dahlin, a Byram. There's enough players on Buffalo that can win a hockey game for them. Don't allow them the chance.
Rob, their record's deceptive, I'll tell you why. They didn't have Rasmus Dahlin for 3 games. They lost all 3 of those games. They're 6-5-4 without him, okay? And in the last 12 games that he's missed over the last 2 years, guess how many wins they have in those 12 games?
Well, they have none. That's how important a player is. That's how good he is. It allows them to compete against a Connor or a Leon when they're on the ice. That's how good Dahlin is as a hockey player. Again, there's no bad teams in the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres have the capability of winning this hockey game if the Oilers don't bring their A game. So to me, the Oilers have got to find a little bit more consistency, and they've got to have urgency and desperation. We've seen that out of Connor and Leon and Hyman and Savoy, but they need that urgency and desperation out of players in the bottom 6. If you're not scoring goals, find another way to contribute. Yes. And
great stuff.
All right, sounds good, Bob.
Yep, urgency and consistency. Those are Rob's keys to the game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Cam Moon. He's jacked, he's stoked, he's pumped, he's been sitting here for 2 hours, haven't said a damn word, he's ready to go. I'm not going to talk for about the next 15 minutes. Mooner with the call up next, the Sabres and the Oilers live from KeyBank Center at 40 Oilers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com. Because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
is OilCountry. McDavid, now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers have won 2 of the first 3 games of this road trip. Tonight we got game 4 as the Oilers take on the Buffalo Sabres. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Hayden Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. The starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid with Matt Savoy and Zach Hyman. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Jake Wallman. And goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Sabres, Tyson Kozak with Jordan Greenway and Peyton Krebs. They start up front. Rasmus Dahlin and Matthias Samuelsson on defense. Colton Ellis starts in goal. The referees, Corey Severett and Kendrick Nicholson, Kyle Flemington and Shandor Alfonso. They're on the lines. We're set to go. The puck dropped and we're underway as McDavid comes down the right wing into the Sabres end to the middle. The shot and it's saved by Ellis off of Hyman. McDavid off the side of the net, the puck on the left wing. McDavid on the left wing boards to Hyman, can't get it back to the line. Greenway's going to get it out for Buffalo. On the left for Samuelson, will dump it in. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. To Dahlin on the right wing, top of the circle to Samuelson. A shot that hit traffic in front of the Edmonton net. Krebs over to the left in front of the goal to Greenway, and he can't get his stick on it. He was tied up by Nurse. And Nurse on the right wing, checked by Greenway, puck to the middle, and Wallman has it now.
Great chances both ways. Hyman with a point-blank look and a setup for McDavid, and the Sabres kept the sequence alive.
Here's Draisaitl on the right at his own blue line. Now to Roslovic, will weave his way into Sabres territory. Right side to Podkolzin, goes into the corner. Back to the blue line to Bouchard, towards the net, and that goes wide. And on the right wing, it's Tuck. And Tuck cross ice over to Bowen Byram. Through the middle, and he was looking to get that to Doan. Hits a stick, goes deep into the Oiler end. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. We're a minute 15 in. Tage Thompson on the left wing. He's top of the circle. Forced up to the blue line. Now on the right wing to Timmins. Goes to the right wing corner. In behind the Edmonton net. Flips it back to the left wing point for Byram. Now on the right to Thompson. Thompson makes a move. Got it by Podkolzin. Goes to the right wing corner. Jams it in behind the goal. Doan lets it go by Timmins on the left wing point across to Byram. Byram on the right wing boards. Missed Doan with it. Puck goes into the corner. Flipped up by Ekholm. It goes to Draisaitl. He'll get it out to center ice to Roslovic. He'll dump it in. It's about 2 minutes gone here in the scoreless first as Ellis sets it in behind his net. And Byram comes out from behind the goal. Off the left wing boards and out. That's going to go all the way down. Icing waved off, albeit a little late, and the puck along the boards inside the Edmonton end. About top of the circle. McLeod was looking for it. It goes to the middle. Kulak forced back. And it comes out to center ice. That's a bouncing puck over the stick of Mangiapane, trying to recover it. He can't. Power has it in his own end. Power up the right wing. Off the stick of Quinn. Skinner got it to the left corner. That's center in front for Quinn, but a little behind him, and it comes out to center ice.
A little bit of a communication error there between Skinner and Regula, and it resulted in a good look for the Sabres.
On the right wing, Dunn gets the puck to the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Nurse can go in behind the net with it. Mallenstein on him, up the right wing. That might have hit somebody, and it did, at the Oiler bench. We get the whistle. 2 minutes, 51 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period.
At the end of today's practice, Paul McFarland, who certainly has helped players like Alexander Barkov in the face-off circle, saw a significant rise in his face-off percentage when McFarland was down in Florida. He was working with Noah Philp and Curtis Lazar for, frankly, these exact situations, which is defensive zone draws. Philp is at 58%, which is a decent number. They got their top line going head-to-head against the Oilers' fourth line here, and the Oilers need a saw-off and puck possession off this D-zone draw.
Face off to the right of Skinner, 33 saves, and that 4-3 overtime win in Carolina a couple of nights ago. Puck goes to the left wing point. Bryson got it off the corner boards in behind the Edmonton net to Doan. Can't get it to Thompson. That is broken up, and skating out is Noah Philp. Philp will flip that in. Power's going to turn on it. Philp right on him. Puck up against the boards inside the Buffalo end. Top of the circle, and it's Thompson to skate away for the Sabres. And at center ice, he'll rim the puck in. It'll go to the right wing. Nurse got it in behind the net, but Thompson can get the puck left corner. He went to the high slot, and there was Philp, read it well, and clears it out. Bryson into his own end across to Power. Power first-round pick in 21 of the Sabres.
Not just the first-round pick, number one pick in the first round.
That isn't the first round.
Yes.
To center ice, Greenway will lift it in, glove down by Ekholm, got it right back out. Dahlin to Krebs. Krebs to Dahlin. Inside his own blue line. So we're scoreless here in the first. Just about 4 minutes gone. On the right for Samuelson. Rims it into the Oilers zone. Bouchard to the middle to McDavid. Now through center ice for Savoy to McDavid. A little far for him. Dahlin will get it to the line. It was kept in by Bouchard. To Savoy on the left wing boards to McDavid. Gets to the middle. His pass glances off of Krebs. Dahlin up the left wing. Krebs can't get it out. Dahlin will get another chance, this time up in the air. He takes a hit from Hyman, but gets it out.
Zach Hyman had 11 hits the other night, and the Sabres did not like that hit on Rasmus Dahlin, who was the number 1 pick, otherwise known as a first-round
That's
pick
right.
in his draft year as well.
That is in the first round. As Draisaitl will bring the puck in through the middle, and his shot goes wide. Draisaitl, right wing, to the point, drilled towards the net, and a blocker save made by Ellis. As it was fired on goal by Regula, it's cleared out. So Skinner to Regula. Now to Draisaitl at center through the middle of Roslovic and over the line of Podkolzin. Stops on the left wing boards. His pass to the point. That comes out. And after it is McLeod. But Regula is going to get back there before McLeod was in behind his net. Now reverses it to Kulak behind the goal.
Got to get that out of Vasily's game. Sometimes you just got to shoot the puck. And Vasily's had a tendency of dropping pucks back. And maybe Leon, maybe Connor. Those are the two guys you let pass backwards. Everybody else, keep going forward.
Shot into the Buffalo end, and it's Power in behind the net. Up the left wing. Look at Jacob Bryson. Come into the Oiler end to the left wing corner. Wallman's on him. It goes in behind the net. Dunn's back there for Buffalo. On the left side for Ostland, and Ostland lost it along the boards and to center Mangiapane into the Buffalo end. Left wing to Nurse. He'll center that off the stick of Power. Puck goes to the right corner. Frederick got it to that corner. Power right up the boards to Dunn. And Dunn can get to the center ice line and shoot it in. Skinner to play it. Along the left wing to Nurse. Nurse gets to center ice at the blue line. Now dumps it in. Ellis. Shovel it up the right side for Dahlin. And Dahlin through the middle to Tuck. Tried to bump it back. Went between the defensemen.
Quick shift here. McDavid back on the ice before the Oilers go back to the fourth line for their second shift.
Inside the Buffalo end was Thompson. Who'll get it out to center ice. Now to Tuck into the Oilers zone. On the left to Doan. Cross ice pass. That hits a stick. Went up into the air over to the right wing. Dahlin dumped it in behind the net. And out is McDavid trying to get by Tuck. He does. Into the Buffalo zone on the right wing. The pass off a stick as Hyman tried to get it in front of the goal. McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard on the right wing point. Around the boards in behind the net. We're scoreless here in the first. We're almost 7 minutes into it. The shot's just 2-0 for Edmonton. The puck up at the blue line and now touched. And there's a penalty coming up.
It was a high sticking call, and that comes like, why am I going off? And Tuck saying you got the stick up on me.
All right, we'll take a break. Oilers will be shorthanded when we come back. Scoreless the first. 6:58 gone in the opening period from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Scoreless in the first, 6:58 gone, and the Oilers shorthanded.
Buffalo power play so far this season is currently 24th in the league at 16.1%. Edmonton's penalty killing 9th at 82.7.
Ekholm in the box for high sticking. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the left of Skinner. And the puck goes to Kulak. He'll get it out past Dahlin and down the ice.
So Kulak replaces Ekholm in this pairing. It's one of the things with Emerson out and the Oilers having Regula in. Regula's going to have to kill as well here.
Wynn goes to the right wing corner of the Oiler end, over to Thompson on the left, top of the circle, to the blue line. Dahlin across to Roseanne. Roseanne back to the blue line. Dahlin, a shot saved by Skinner, and the puck goes to the right wing. Roseanne lost it along the boards, and Henrique can get it all the way down the ice.
Real savvy veteran play by Adam Henrique, strong on the stick, and he was able to relieve the pressure, at least temporarily.
Center ice. Dahlin, drop it. Ostlund got it just in over the line on the left wing to Thompson. He might go to the net. He does. And a bad save made by Skinner. And the puck in the corner sent off the boards and down the ice by Nurse.
That was a great move by Thompson, and he scored 2 here last year against the Oilers in a 3-2 win in February.
55 seconds to go here in the power play. Scoreless in the first. Power at center. Can drop it back to McLeod. Comes in over the line. The former Oiler to the left wing corner. Around the boards to Tuck. He's on the right point. Forced down by Philp. Goes to the right corner to the blue line. To McLeod. To Power in the middle. Now on the left to Doan. Back to Power. A shot. And he put it wide. Comes off the boards. Doan keeps it in. Byram across to McLeod. To the blue line to Power. Over to McLeod. Skates towards the net. Into the corner. It's Byram. Up the right wing. Top of the circle. To McLeod in the corner. Out to the blue line. And good job by Philp. Got his stick on it. It comes out. Penalty over in 10 seconds. Just about 9 minutes into a scoreless first period. To center ice, Byram in over the line. To Doan on the right to Power. The penalty is over. The pass to the line. Tuck with a shot. It's blocked and it comes out. And Henrique down the right wing into the Buffalo zone. For Ekholm towards the net, and that backhand goes wide. Nurse on the left wing to the corner. Power is there for the Sabres. In behind the net to Bowen Byram.
Oilers have put out McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman here with Savoy killing the final 20 seconds of that power play, or Buffalo power play off.
Byram up the left wing. It's a Greenway, and he'll get to center ice. The right wing to Samuelson, unable to get it into the Oilers zone. It comes out, just hopped over the stick of McDavid, and the puck hits center ice. Kozak into his own end for Samuelson. On the right wing to Greenway, off his stick and in. And that's going to be an icing call as he was on the Buffalo side of center. With 10:13 to go here in the scoreless first. Shots are just 2-1 right now in favor of Edmonton.
And Edmonton had a shot 10 seconds into the game. Hyman with a point-blank look on a setup for McDavid as he walked down the right side and opened some space up through the middle of the ice for Zach.
Draisaitl will take the draw. Draisaitl had the game winner 2 nights ago in Carolina. 73rd career game-winning goal, passing Connor McDavid and Glenn Anderson for the franchise record of 72. And his stick snaps right in half off the draw, and the puck along the right wing. And Krebs got it to the line, didn't get it out. McDavid through the middle, and he ran into Samuelson. The puck goes over to Dahlin, he'll get it out to Krebs on the right wing. And the Okotoks product will dump it in. Took a hard hit from Ekholm. Draisaitl out from behind the net. He's got a new twig and out through the middle for McDavid as he gathers speed into the Sabres end. Turns on the right wing on the blue line. It comes across to Ekholm. Went to shoot it. His stick snaps in half, and the puck in the right corner. Draisaitl centering pass off his stick. It will come out. Oilers have to regroup. There's Bouchard. Retreats all the way in behind his net. Long pass on the left to Hyman. They'll say that's offside. at the Buffalo Blue Line. 9:27 to go here in the scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Sabres from the KeyBank Center here in Buffalo. It's Four Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in Buffalo, scoreless in the first. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers, now live. Play now for a chance to win early bird prizes, including $500 for Skip and tickets to an upcoming Oilers game. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Face off in the Oilers zone. Mangiapane on the left wing to Phil. We'll go to the center ice area to Wallman. He'll shoot it in. It goes off a stick, comes out to Doan and to center ice to Tuck. Now across to Byram. In over the Edmonton line. A shot. The save made by Skinner, but there's a penalty coming up that was behind the play.
It's going to be an interference call, I think, against Doan. Josh Doan. So Edmonton's power play goes to work. The Oilers' power play, by the way, third in the league at 31.4%. Buffalo's penalty killing is number 1. That's right. The Sabres have the number 1 penalty killing in the league at 89.5%, despite the fact that they're last in face-off percentage at 42 or at 42.2%, which is shocking, really, when you think about it. So obviously they're getting stops on the PK because they're not winning a lot of draws. They got McLeod out there against Draisaitl.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Draisaitl wins the draw, goes to McDavid, top of the circle, a shot, and he hammered it over the net, off the glass, kept in on the right wing by Bouchard. Right wing corner to McDavid, to Bouchard, he'll pull it to the middle of the ice, give it to McDavid, right wing, into the corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl's about top of the circle, checked by McLeod, and he'll get it down the ice.
That was nicely done by the Sabres. They double-teamed Draisaitl there. A lot of teams don't do that. They try to get the Oilers on the other side on the Nugent-Hopkins-Bouchard exchange.
Now to center, it's McDavid. Into the Buffalo zone. He's left wing, top of the circle. To the blue line to Bouchard. Now over to McDavid, left wing corner to Roslovic. Roslovic's got points in 4 straight. Into the corner to McDavid. McDavid to Roslovic. His shot just missed. And it comes out to the neutral zone. Minute to go in the power play. Scoreless in the first. 8:10 remaining in the opening period. Puck brought in on the right wing by Hyman. Couldn't get it back to the blue line. Now it does, but goes off of Bouchard and out. Oilers have to regroup. And the puck in the neutral zone. Bouchard finds room on the left, gets in to the Buffalo end, left wing to Roslovic. Along the left wing boards. Power got it free, goes over to the right. Draisaitl, he's top of the circle to the blue line, and McDavid down the right wing. Tuck jammed it free, and there was McLeod to get it down the ice.
They've done a good job breaking plays up. They don't let teams cycle on them. McDavid had the right idea, Cam, getting a shot right away on the power play, just missed his spot.
Through the middle, Savoy to Frederick, now to Henry. Kid shot, saved by Ellis. Rebounds at the side of the net. Ellis covered it up before Savoy really got a good opportunity, but Savoy was right there at the front of the net. 10 seconds to go in the Edmonton power play.
What do? They put the puck in the net and created chaos. And the Oilers had 2 looks with their top unit on the ice, missed the net both times. Both times tried to pick the top corner glove side on Colton Ellis. But where do you create the chaos? Low pad. Yeah. That's where you get the pad. Usually got a good chance for a rebound.
Face off to the left of Ellis. His last game was Saturday in Detroit. That was a 5-4 overtime win. And the puck along the right wing, and it goes in behind the net. Samuelson on the backhand out to center ice. Penalty over. As it's shot back in. Edmonton 0 for 1 with the man advantage.
So that's a win anytime you kill off a penalty against the Oilers.
The center, Quinn, checked, but it's poked into the Oilers zone. Ekholm goes behind the net. On the right to Kulak, but he was pinched upon, and Doan will take it in behind the goal. Now to Thompson, but it goes off the boards. Bryson in from the left wing side. He's about the hash marks, knocked off his stick. Kulak, his pass on the right to Mangiapane, off the boards and out. Dahlin turns it up. Dahlin will get to center ice. Shoot it into the Oiler end. Nurse smacked that around on the right. That hit a stick, goes up into the air and out of play. And we get a whistle with 6:24 to go here in a scoreless first period. The Oilers taking on the Sabres. Oilers with a couple of overtime victories so far in this trip and a 1-goal loss in Columbus. Also going to play in Washington, Tampa, and Florida before getting back to Edmonton.
Well, Carolina's a real good team. Washington, by their standard last year, maybe not quite there yet. They don't have Pierre-Luc Dubois right now. They just got John Carlson back. Tampa's got injuries, and then Florida's got injuries, but still some teams that know how to win the rest of the way in this road trip.
Tuck off the draw, angle shot, saved by Skinner. Goes over to the right, and Mangiapane got it to the line off of Bowen Byram and out to center ice. Wallman back into his own end. Now to Podkolzin, over to Nurse. Nurse will shoot the puck in. He goes after it. Power takes it behind the net. Gave it away to Mangiapane. Cross-ice pass. That was blocked. Lazaro keep it in on the left wing point. That hits someone. Then it'll be McLeod to center. Right wing to Tuck. Into the Oiler end. Now to the middle to Byram. Across to McLeod. And he was in too deep. Wasn't able to shoot. Puck to the middle. Quick shot by McLeod. The glove save made by Skinner. He can hold on to it. 5:40 to go here in a scoreless first as the Oilers take on the Sabres. We'll be right back from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in-store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And I'm Zach Hyman.
And when we're not making juicy sweet passes
or having my goals disallowed,
we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You know, guys used to call me a plumber.
And now they call you an HVAC technician.
Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in-store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Still at zeros, 5:40 to go in the opening period. Oilers taking on the Sabres. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Kozak wins the draw. Dahlin left wing point. Across, and the one-time shot by Krebs goes wide. May have healed that one a little bit, and the puck to the right wing point. Samuelson attempting to keep it in. He can't. Draisaitl got it out. Kozak inside his own blue line to Dahlin. Cross ice. He gave that away. Draisaitl left wing. The shot. Save. Rebound. Just went past Roslovic. And the puck cleared out. Great opportunity for Edmonton. Draisaitl into the Buffalo zone on the left wing. Off the end boards to Podkolzin. To the right wing point. Bouchard winds up, doesn't shoot. To Ekholm, left side. It's Draisaitl to the top of the circle. Brings it up to the blue line. All the way across on the right to Bouchard. Right wing to Podkolzin. Now to Leon Draisaitl. Gets to the high slot. To Ekholm on the left wing. In front of the net. Put it through the crease. And it goes to the right wing point where Bouchard will keep it in. To Draisaitl. Now on the left wing. Ekholm. Cross ice. Gloved by Ellis. He's going to hold on with 4:42 to go here in a scoreless first period.
Well, 2 chances for Edmonton. The first one just out of the reach of Jack Roslovic. He's had a hot stick of late. And then the right idea from Ekholm, and nobody was there on the backside to tap home what would have been an empty netter.
Face off to the right of Colton Ellis. McDavid's line gets out there. Connor McDavid points in 8 straight. Second in NHL scoring with 30 points coming into this one tonight. Up against Tage Thompson in the face-off circle. Goes to the left wing corner. Byram digging for it. Top of the circle to Tuck. Out to center ice to Doan. Now to Thompson. Thompson will loop back at his blue line. Over to the right wing. Forced back by Savoy. The left to Byram. On the left, he was looking for Doan. It missed him. It goes into the Oiler end. Nurse up the right wing boards near the blue line. Hyman made sure it got out. And the puck goes to Byram of Buffalo. Cross ice pass on the right wing for Dunn. Or for Timmins. Timmins will bring it in to Tuck. A shot. Good save made by Skinner. Puck to the blue line, and it comes out under 4 to go here in a scoreless first.
Oilers still leaking chances off the transition here, Cam. They got to do a better job handling things off the rush.
Oilers had 6 guys on the ice there for a bit.
Got away.
Yeah, they got away with it. It's in behind the Edmonton net.
Well, part of it is Savoy hadn't completed it. They're still looking like they had too many there for a second.
Nurse to center ice, shoots it in. Ellis had that one caught up against his body, and there'll be a whistle. Face-off coming up in the Buffalo zone. 3:33 to go here. Scoreless first period, the Oilers and the Sabres. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face-off in the Sabres zone to the right of Ellis.
Edmonton coming in last in PDO, 5-on-5 in the league. That's your combined shooting and save percentage. You would assume that number will improve as the season goes on.
Kulak from the left wing point.
Not when you make plays like that.
And it came free, and it's cleared out. It's McLeod into the Oiler end of the point. Bryson down the left side. Didn't have a shooting lane. On the right wing to McLeod, and his shot pinballs, never gets to the Edmonton net, and Regula comes up the right wing. And Regula on the right side will dump it in. Ellis to play it. Got it to the blue line. It doesn't get out. Henrique with a shot. Hit a stick, goes off the glass to the left of the net. Power into the corner, but it's Frederick to the blue line and just off the stick of Regula and out. Oilers will reset. Kulak inside his own line to Regula. Cross ice pass. Hits a stick, goes off the left wing boards, and Mangiapane is able to dump it in cross corner, then power fans on it. Philp steals to the middle. Mangiapane shot saved by Ellis, and he held on. Philp quickly got it to the front. Mangiapane with a shot and a great big gathering inside the Sabres zone. Dunn and Philp getting into it a little bit. It's all kind of broken up now with 2:32 to go here in a scoreless first. Good feed to the slot, though, by Philp for Mangiapane. And Ellis able to make the save. No penalties to be given out. And the face-off will be to the right of Colton Ellis.
Well, the guy Philp fought last year is here with Buffalo. He's up right now. That's Mason Gertzen. He's from Sherwood Park. You know him well from the Western League, where he played with the Oil Kings and then the Vancouver Giants, one of the toughest guys in the American Hockey League the last couple of years. And Lindy Ruff had him in New Jersey and brought him in here. Hasn't played much, 5 games, but he is a tough one.
He is very tough. Puck goes in behind the net, and it's Zach Hyman for Edmonton. Left side to McDavid, to the blue line for Bouchard. A wrist shot, glove saved by Ellis. Probably going wide, but he'll hold on. 2:19 to go in the scoreless first. And the face-off to Ellis's right.
Oilers had no net front on that play. And Bouchard really didn't have many options there.
Bouchard has it left wing point. And that goes off of Krebs and out of play as he's trying to sail it towards the net.
Peyton Krebs, a former first-round pick of Vegas. He, along with Alex Tuck, came over in the Jack Eichel trade. Tuck is a UFA at the end of this year. If they don't get him signed, he'll be probably the biggest forward on the market.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Ekholm to Bouchard. On the right wing for McDavid. Drops it to Draisaitl. Tried to go to the middle and went off his stick. Greenway on the right wing to Krebs. It's Krebs off the right wing boards and in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. And some skates, and Ekholm on the left side to Draisaitl. Get it out through the middle of Bouchard. Now to McDavid. In on the right. McDavid turns towards the boards. Gets tied up a little. Now Ekholm, and he is checked by Krebs. Couldn't get it out. McDavid kept it in to Draisaitl on the right wing. Across to Ekholm. Left wing point. Off the corner boards. To the right for Draisaitl. On the right wing point for Bouchard. Into the corner. Goes in behind the goal. Dali to pick it up there. Penalty coming up. And it's going against the Edmonton Oilers with 1:24 to go here in a scoreless first period. It's going to be a high-sticking call of the 2-minute variety. Connor McDavid goes to the box.
Edmonton penalty number 97, 2-minute minor for high-sticking.
Second power play of the period for the Sabres. Oh, yeah, that stick came up all right.
He knew right away.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Henrique wins the draw. Wallman will crank that all the way down the ice. Ellis sets it up side of the net. Rasmus Dahlin out through the middle.
He's going to go.
In over the Oiler line on the right to Quinn. Right wing corner for Dahlin. Dahlin, top of the circle. Roseanne off the right side. In front of the net, scores! Right to the front of the goal. And Ostlund was waiting for it, pulled it to his forehand, gets it by Skinner, and it's 1-0 Buffalo.
It's a heck of a move.
Yep.
It's his second goal.
1903, time of that goal. There's Ostlund. Good work to pull it to his forehand. And it's 1-0 for the Sabres. And the Sabres 1 for 2 on the power play as it's dumped into Buffalo territory. And that goes in behind the Sabre net. To the right wing corner for Roslovic. To the right wing point, Regula. Behind the goal to Podkolzin. Will swing it right back to Regula. Into the high slot. Draisaitl. Left wing to Kulak. Takes it to the left wing corner. Goes along the boards. It's in behind the net, and Byram's got it now for Buffalo. Off the boards and out. 1-0 Sabres here with 23 seconds to go in the first period. In over the line, Thompson, his shot, and that's wide. Rims on the right wing, off the boards and out. Connor Timmins at his own blue line to Byram. Byram to Timmins. And Quinn had to go off of him. Now it's one-handed by Rosean into the Oilers zone. And the first period will end. And the Oilers will be down 1-0 after 20 minutes here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. And it's amazing how different a game can be from 2 nights previous in Carolina that had all the intensity and the speed and what have you in that first period. And this one just seemed like it was just easing, not both teams, easing into the game.
Well, that's the polite interpretation of what we've seen. I mean, I would say it's amazing how every game that gets played in this building is the exact same. The Edmonton Oilers sleepy, and I get it. Buffalo hasn't made the playoffs for the last 14 years. Edmonton just played a barn burner of a game against Carolina. It's a quiet Monday night, but you're chasing right now.
Yeah.
As a result, so you got some work to do down 1-0. And man, like it's almost like they don't like Darlene. Okay, Buffalo had a 13-game losing streak last year. He missed 8 of the games out of 9 during that stretch. When he's playing, they're not a bad team.
Exactly.
And it's almost like it stuns them how good of a skating defenseman he is. Like Power is a big, lanky guy. Other years, maybe he's a 2-3 overall pick. But Darlene's a stud, and when he's on the ice, they're in control of the tempo and the pace. And the Oilers need to get their D when they get the puck in the offensive zone, are reacting late. They're not sharp with their sticks, but they have opportunities to make plays and get pucks in the net. So now we have seen Edmonton work their way back into games here.
Yep.
It is a 1-0 game. Power play missed a couple looks early. But at the end of the day here, you're trailing 1-0 to the Sabres. They got the worst record in the Eastern Conference, and the Oilers need to bring more starting in period number 2.
1-0 Sabres lead. Ostlund gets his second of the year. Rosean and Darlene with the assist. That was on the power play at 19:03. So 1-0 Sabres after 20. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they got the first intermission for you when we come back from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
The furries are ready to take flight as the Oil Kings hit the ice for the Bricks Teddy Bear Toss in support of 880 Chad's Santa's Anonymous. Don't miss the biggest game of the year, Sunday, December 7th. Then clap for the Wolfman as the Guess Who howls with their Taking It Back tour with Don Felder, June 10th at Rogers Place. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Mangiapane is able to dump it in cross corner, then Power fans on it. Philp steals to the middle. Mangiapane shot saved by Ellis, and he held on. Philp quickly got it to the front. Mangiapane with a shot and a great big gathering inside the Sabres zone.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos. 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. 1-0 the Sabres leading the Oilers after 20 minutes of play at KeyBank Center. Shots all evened up at 7. It was Noah Ostlund's second career National Hockey League goal on the power play. It comes, and it was a pretty nice one right out in front of the the goal, a little tuck move around the goaltender Rob Brown, and that is the difference so far in a game that, well, who cares how I describe it? How would you describe it?
Oh, I think the Sabres were a little bit better. I think that Bob talked about it, Bob and Mooner talked about it, that it was a sleepy start for the Oilers. I would agree with that. I thought that, they didn't really create a whole lot. They have their power play. Nothing really happened on their power play. And then take a couple of penalties. And, the McDavid one was unlucky. But, again, got to keep your stick down. And penalty behind the Buffalo Sabres net. So, it is as far away from your own net as possible. Those are the ones that usually come back and haunt you. And I was just mentioning while we were watching the power play, it's weird. The Buffalo Sabres have 5 of their top 9 forwards out. This is a team that is decimated with injuries. Yet on their power plays, they've got Tage Thompson, who's their best player, best forward, Alex Tuck, who's their second best forward. They have them on separate power plays. I'm like, hey, this is odd. Like, they have this Jack Quinn on their first unit, this Osland on the first unit, and then they go and score a goal. And it was a real pretty goal. That was highly skilled. I had to look up the young man's name to see who he is and where he's from. Only his second National Hockey League goal. He was a high draft pick. But this Buffalo Sabre team, and Bob said it best, and we watched it. With Dahlin in the lineup, you have a defenseman that's capable of playing against Connor and Leon. He is that good. He is a star in this league. And now that he's come back from being with his girlfriend over in Sweden, he legitimizes the Buffalo Sabres team and what they can do defensively. He was good in that first period, and the Buffalo Sabres were just a tad better and have a 1-0 lead.
And so with that in mind, like, a lot of the time we move forward in a game and see McDavid and Draisaitl on the same line, whether that now be with Hyman or with Savoy, for example. But if you have a defenseman that can shut that down, are you better served by having Draisaitl out there with his own group and trying to keep at least one of these guys away from that top flight defenseman?
Yes, that's what I would think. Dahlin is top 5-7 defenseman in the world. He can skate. He thinks the game well. And I might be selling him short by saying top 5-7. He might be better than that. That's how good he is. But there's a drop-off. Bowen Byram's a nice defenseman, but he's a skilled guy. Owen Power, I don't think, has come up to be what they thought he was going to be. So if Dahlin's going against McDavid, which you would expect, Leon should have a mismatch. But the Oilers, we see when things aren't going well, and they really didn't create a whole lot in that first period. They go quickly to Connor and Leon together. Well, now you got Dahlin going against him. The one thing that I found really weird about this period that you and I were watching, again, I had to look up this young man's name. Is it Cousins? Who's the kid that's...
Kozak.
Kozak, who is a rookie with, I don't know how many games he has on his resume, but they've got him playing head-to-head against Connor McDavid. And eventually, late in the period, Connor and Leon played together. And they had him and his line mates out on the ice with Krebs, who's a guy that's been, bounced around a little bit. So Tyson Kozak, how many games does he have in his NHL career?
I'm just trying to figure. He's a 7th-round draft pick. This is year 2 in the league. He had 21 last year, 12 more this year. So
again, this is, most teams, let's go back a couple nights ago. It's Jordan Stahl from the Carolina Hurricanes, who's got Stanley Cups to his resume, who is a superstar. That's who goes against Connor McDavid. Yeah. So you got this Tyson Kozak, and good on him for getting the opportunity. But I was shocked. You got Ryan McLeod on your team, who's as fast as McDavid is. To me, that would be the easy matchup. They put Kozak out there. So far, he has done a pretty good job. But late in the period, 3 straight faceoffs, Leon Draisaitl made him look silly, because Kozak was on his improper side, and the Oilers had chances off the faceoff. That's something for me to watch as this game moves along, as Lindy Ruff is going with this young kid against the world's best, and actually, possibly the world's 2 best at the same time. But the Oilers need to have a little more urgency than they did in the first 20 minutes, because it doesn't matter what the matchups are. You've got to bring more intensity to a game that I think in the first 20 minutes the Oilers really didn't have a whole lot of it.
Worth highlighting because we talked a lot about it in the pregame show as well. Zach Hyman's minutes so far tonight, he's just over 7 minutes played, and he's thrown one hit, as have several Oilers. So he is human. He has come back down to earth, and but I'm excited to see it carry forward here as well. Of course, with him getting some top-line minutes. Took a heavy collision into the boards there, so we'll see if that limits him versus what we saw in the previous game.
Well, he took a healthy run at Rasmus Dahlin. We just talked about he's Buffalo's best player, and it's not even close. That's how good he is. He took a healthy run at Dahlin, was not happy with that hit. But whenever you see a guy come back from an injury, no matter what the injury is, there's always that fear as a fan or us watching. He just Hyman tumbling the boards, and we both lean forward. Okay, the camera, they're going to show him standing up. There's just that fear, and probably shouldn't have that because he's fully healed and he's gotten the go-ahead to go. But there's just a tentativeness from us watching him play. I don't know why, because there's no tentative part of Zach Hyman's game. No. It is all bull. And he was, again, only one hit in that period, but I thought he was very good. Couple good chances. He will be one of the players that we will watch as this game moves on, because as the game gets a little more important, you see Zach Hyman on the ice more and more.
Yeah, certainly. We are at the intermission right now. After 20 minutes, the Sabres lead the Oilers 1-0. We'll be back on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. The minority Liberal government ended up surviving a crucial budget vote in the House of Commons by 2 votes. The fall budget passed in the House 170 to 168, preventing Canadians from heading back to the polls this winter. Green Party leader Elizabeth May joined the governing Liberals in voting for the budget after Prime Minister Mark Carney committed in the House of Commons that Canada will meet its Paris climate targets. Relief for Canada's tariff-battered steel and softwood lumber sectors is apparently on the way. Premiers left their virtual meeting with the Prime Minister today, suggesting that help is coming soon. Ontario Premier Doug Ford is hinting that an announcement will come in the next week or so. New Brunswick Premier Susan Holt called today's meeting productive as they discussed the federal budget and progress on tariff talks with the U.S. And the UN Security Council has approved a U.S. plan for Gaza. It authorizes an international stabilization force to provide security in the devastated territory. The plan also envisions a possible future path to an independent Palestinian state. The vote was a crucial next step for the fragile ceasefire and efforts to outline Gaza's future after 2 years of war between Israel and Hamas. News on demand at 880ched.com.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelStorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
And it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 5 other games in the league tonight. You've got the Bruins and Carolina Hurricanes scoreless in Boston. The Canucks and Panthers are knotted at 2 in Florida. Capitals 1, Kings 0 in D.C. Blue Jackets up a goal on the Canadiens in Columbus. And a little later on tonight, you've got the Ducks hosting the Utah Mammoth. Tomorrow in the AHL, the Bakersfield Condors will get a visit from the Calgary Wranglers. And, hey, they're coming off of a pretty exciting win on Saturday night. Connor Clattenburg has been old school, to say the least. 3 fights. He was counting them off 1, 2, 3 after he scored the takedown the 3rd time, and was the first star of the game. So I'm sure that Oilers fans will be happy to hear that that kind of thing exists within the organization, even if it's still on the way right now. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. In Buffalo, the Sabres get a late goal on the power play from Noah Ostlund, his 2nd career goal. It's 1-0. They've taken a shot away, so the Oilers do lead 7-6 in the shot department, and we'll see if they're able to cobble together some scoring in this second period. We are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. Cam and Bob are next with the middle frame on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Are you waiting for surgery? Are you suffering from arthritis and need a knee replacement, or have an injury to your knee, shoulder, hand, back, or ankle? Canby Surgery can help. Go where the pros go. Canby Surgery Center, Vancouver, BC. Fly in and fly out. Experts in orthopedic and sports injuries and their surgeons are chosen by elite and professional athletes. Visit CanbySurgery.com. CAMBIE Surgery.com. You don't need to be a pro to be treated like one.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game. Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, puck dropped. It goes right into the Oiler bench. Oh, we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 1-0. Sabres lead the Edmonton Oilers. Start of the second period. Ostlund, the goal scorer, late in the first, and that was on the power play.
Oilers with, frankly, a typical first period performance in this building. Not a lot of energy over the last several years, and not a lot of results. 4 of the last 5 games played here, Edmonton has lost 3-2. All 5 games have been 3-2 scores.
To center ice, Nurse will shoot it in. Hits the corner, goes in behind the net. Ellis up to the line. It doesn't get out. Wallman's going to keep it in. Come down the right side in front of the net. Save made by Ellis. Hyman was parked right in front of the goal. And Greenway's able to get it out for Buffalo. Taken to the near the boards by Wallman. And that is offside against Buffalo.
Well, right idea there from Jake Wallman. Put the puck on the net and see what happens. And it's forced Colton Ellis to do a little bit of work here. It's not like he's got an extensive NHL body of experience.
Just his 4th game in his career. He's 2-1 this season. And off the draw, the puck drilled in by Timmins. It goes into the Oilers zone. Ekholm around just off the stick of Podkolzin, so it stays in near the middle of the ice. The thing bouncing around, and Draisaitl gets control, and he's able to come out with it. Down the right wing, trying to get past Byram. It goes to the right wing corner. Round to Thompson. Tage Thompson on the right wing boards. Gave it to Josh Doan into the middle of the ice to Thompson. Comes in to the Oiler end. Down the right wing. He's trying to drive to the net. He ran into Skinner. The net goes off in behind Stuart Skinner.
That should be a penalty. You drive hard to the net there. It's a penalty when Roslovic did it early on this trip, and that's what. Now, I want to mention something too, Cam. You know, it's more so me than you. I mean, Thompson drove the net there around Ekholm and went into Skinner, and Skinner's lucky he didn't get hurt. And I know at times we criticize officials, and frankly, I tend to do it more in games that the Oilers win because it just sounds like a loser's lament. But you know how, they've compressed the schedule because of the Olympics this year?
Yes.
It's not just hard on the players. It's hard on the officials as well. They're working more than normal. I don't envision that they hired that many more refs to deal with it.
Exactly.
So I have some empathy for them. I know you're about to die of shock.
It's like, what's going on? Where are we?
I'm turning over a new leaf.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Not really. Just
Oilers got to get going here.
They do.
Now it is only 1-0, but they got to start moving their feet. We've had 3 face-offs here in the first 2 minutes of this period.
Just inside the Edmonton blue line, puck flipped out by Mangiapane. Bryson on the left to McLeod. Dumps the puck in. Kulak, left wing for Henrique. Coming down from his point position was Power, so it stays in the zone. Up to the line. Roseanne to the right wing. Bryson on the right side. Trying to get a shot was Power. Could not get it through, and Frederick got it out to the neutral zone.
Way too easy. Got stripped right off his stick there by McLeod.
Bryson has it hop over his stick, and it's stolen by Mangiapane. Drops it on the right. Henrique shot off the stick of Bryson. That goes out of play. Minute 42 into the second. 1-0. Buffalo leads. Tonight's Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Alberta Cancer Foundation and the Terry Fox Foundation, providing access to vital support services and treatments while investing in groundbreaking cancer research. Support now by getting your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050.
Just some buildings Edmonton hasn't played well in. Columbus
comes to mind.
Buffalo and Detroit. And those haven't, Buffalo's got really good defense, young defense. Detroit's got some good young forwards. So does Columbus. They don't play well in those barns. Yeah. They don't play well in New Jersey either, by the way.
Puck flipped out to the neutral zone, brought in on the left by Dunn. Gets his stick lifted by Janmark. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Out of the inboards, Dunn got to it. To the right, all the way to the blue line for Dahlin on the right wing. That right wing corner, the puck up against the boards, and Dunn to the left. Dunn to the top of the circle. Missed Ostlund with it behind the net. Goes past Dahlin. Mallenstein on the right. For Dahlin, right corner. Now to Mallenstein, a shot. Right pad save made by Skinner. The rebound just put wide. Mallenstein to the right point. A shot from the point by Dahlin. The save made by Skinner. The puck sent off the boards and out. It won't be hard enough for icing. 2.5 gone here in the second. 1-0 Buffalo leads. Samuelsson with it inside his own end. Go across to Byram. Byram up the right wing. And just directed in by Kozak, and it goes in behind the net. To the point where Byram can keep it in on the left. Shoves it around to the right side. Kozak was trying to peel that off the boards. He missed it, and it's flipped out. And Byram inside his own blue line for Buffalo. Across to Timmins. Timmins to Byram. And at the Oiler end on the left wing corner. The shot from the angle stick. Saved by Skinner. The rebound was to the middle of Savoy. Will get it out. Right wing to McDavid. Now to Hyman. Into the Buffalo end. Goes to the left wing corner. Hyman checked by Timmins. And Timmins through the middle of the ice. Off of Krebs right to Byram. Byram at center to Krebs. Krebs in over the line. Didn't get much of a shot. It rolled to Skinner. He covered it up. Oh, Krebs snuck in behind but was disrupted just as he was about to shoot it.
Well, right now, Buffalo's defense, and they do have 2 number 1 overall picks there, and Byram, another top 4 pick. They are completely outplaying Edmonton's D. They are making plays, jumping up, creating looks off transition, and they don't have Kesselring, who'll be playing second pairing right shot defense. Oilers are sleeping right now. They got to elevate the level of their performance.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Tuck taking the draw against Draisaitl. It goes in behind the net. Kulak to the left wing trying to shake off Doan. Gave it to Nurse. Nurse out through the middle of the ice. Cross to Kulak. Kulak on the right wing. That goes off of Roslovic into Buffalo territory. Tucked on the end boards. Chops it across. And Samuelsson will come out with it. But Samuelsson all the way up to center. On the right wing, got the puck into Thompson, and shot, and didn't get a lot on it, and it goes wide. Tuck in the left wing corner, out to Thompson, ran into Podkolzin, and Podkolzin can get it out through the middle. To Draisaitl with Podkolzin, but Tuck was right there to tie up Draisaitl. Thompson with control for the Sabres. Into the middle. Gave it to Dahlin. Dahlin's pass hit a stick. Oilers might go the other way, and they will. Now Draisaitl in over the line on the right. He'll get it across. Scores! Jack Roslovic with a one-time shot, and this game is tied at 1.
Well, Edmonton creates a neutral zone turnover. Mangiapane intelligently dropped it to Draisaitl and then drove the lane, and Draisaitl hit the trailer Roslovic, and he can flat out shoot the pill, and he beat Ellis clean, high to the blocker side. Jack Roslovic remains hot. What a pickup. That's his 7th goal and 15 point in 19 games. He didn't have a point in the first 5 games. He's going.
He's got points in 5 straight. 4:29 time of the goal to tie this game up at 1 as Roslovic drills that thing past Ellis on the quick setup from Draisaitl. Mangiapane's going to pick up an assist as well, and the puck in the neutral zone. Quinn dumped down, but he's able to shoot it in. Skinner's got to play it.
Oh, look out.
Right wing corner to Bouchard. On the right wing boards to Henry. Got it out through the middle of the ice. Byram leaves it to McLeod across on the left wing to Power. Just able to get it up the left wing and out. Then it hit his skate, and Henrique will get to it. Henrique trying to drive to the net. He put it on goal. Save made by Ellis. The net is knocked off in behind Ellis by Henrique. Going to be a face-off outside the blue line. 5 minutes, 12 seconds gone here in the second. The Oilers and the Sabres tied at 1.
Frederick gave a little slash there to Byram. He didn't like that. Byram's out, and Frederick's talking to him right now.
Henrique went to the net. He's lucky he ducked his head at the last minute. Otherwise, he was going to go right off the crossbar. So face-off outside the Buffalo line.
Jamie Ludwig did that to me. Don Wheaton, Ace Lang, 1982.
What rink?
Southside Arena. Took me 3 years to get him back. I did. He had it coming to him.
Here's Dunn up the left wing. He got it out. Puck in the neutral zone. On the right side to Ostlund. He's able to dump it into the Oiler end. We're tied at 1. We're here in the second.
The only bad part was my teammates were thanking him after.
Shot into the Buffalo zone, turning it up the left wing. I'm not saying a thing. Out to center ice to Dunn. Now to Lazar. And Lazar's going to come in. He's going to take a bump on the play from Timmins. The puck goes into the corner. It's Byram up the left side. It's passed off the stick of Malenstein, and it'll go flying after it. It won't be icing. Malenstein is pinned on the inboards for a second by Nurse. It's up against the back of the net. And on the right wing, Wallman will get it out. Left wing to Nurse. Over center, flips it in, skips towards the corner. Nurse off the left side, a shot that goes wide. The puck along the boards. Inside the Buffalo zone, Samuelson will get it out to Greenway. Into the Oiler end. Now on the right for Krebs. Krebs with a backhand. The save by Skinner. He'll cover it up, and he's going to hold on to it. And we can take a break. 6 minutes, 27 seconds gone here in the second. Oilers and Sabres tied at 1 from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And I'm Zach Hyman. And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes or having my goals disallowed, we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling. You know, guys used to call me a plumber. And now they call you an HVAC technician. Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Brent, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brent dealer to book your demo today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. Tied at 1, 6:27 gone here in the second period.
At least 3 or 4 of the players from the Oilers have gone over and given a little tap to Rasmus Dahlin, who's dealing with a challenging personal situation.
And recently returned to the team.
He's a good player.
Yeah, very. Puck on the right point. Dahlin to the right wing corner. Thompson was trying to bring that to the front. Broken up by Draisaitl. Bouchard. The pod goals into Roslovic. He gets it out. Roslovic's the goal scorer for the Oilers. Ostlund has the goal in the first for Buffalo. As Doan will shoot it in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Tuck in a battle with Ekholm. The puck along the left wing boards. Top of the circle. Doan to the point for Dahlin. A shot that was just tipped wide by Tage Thompson. Draisaitl will get it to the line. That's not going to get out. Dahlin waiting on the blue line. Will now shoot it. Blocker saved by Skinner through traffic. And the puck on the left point. Dahlin down into the left wing corner. A bouncing puck. Doan centered it. Thompson forced over to the left side. To the blue line, Samuelson across to Dahlin, to Doan, right wing corner, but just off the stick of Quinn and the puck along the boards. Right wing is Podkolzin, in behind the Edmonton net to Draisaitl. Up the left wing, will get it out to center ice. And at center, Ekholm will softly dump it in. And not going out of play, so we get a whistle.
Oilers still don't, I mean, basically one turnover in the neutral ice resulted in their only goal. They had a little bit of juice early in the first, and they haven't sustained much since, Cam.
No. It hasn't been a busy night.
You can maybe argue they're a little bit lucky. This is a 1-1 game right now.
Yeah, I would say Buffalo's had the better chances. Oilers haven't had many good chances at all. Wallman off the draw, cross to Nurse. At center ice, he shoots it in. Rims on the right. One off of Hyman. It goes over to the left. Savoy trying to poke it back to the point. Broken up by Krebs. Hyman got it free. It goes in behind the Sabre goal. And on the left wing to Greenway. It'll go up in the air and out. And the puck hits center ice. And Byram can come in on the right wing. Byram centering pass. And Kozak just put it wide. To the right wing point. Bowen Byram to the middle. Now on the right to Krebs. Goes across the line to the left point. In behind the net to Greenway. He gets pinned by Nurse. Trying to slide off the check. He does to the right wing point. Timmins got it to the right side. Kozak turns shot and the save made by Skinner. Kozak again gets it across. Scores. Byram was waiting on the right wing and makes it 2-1 for the Sabres.
Well, Edmonton's just getting completely outplayed here. And they deserve to be down by a goal, and they are.
Owen Byram gets his third of the year. He's got points in 4 straight. That's at 8:41 of this second period.
But Edmonton's second best on the pucks that entire shift. They need a momentum change in this game. Something to get them going here.
Something. Shot into the Buffalo zone. Roseanne up the left wing to McLeod. Nata Quinn to McLeod, left corner, in behind the Edmonton net, over to the right. McLeod still with it. His pass comes across. He was looking for Quinn, went off his stick. Frederick got it out to center to Mangiapane. On the left wing to Henrique to Mangiapane into the Buffalo zone. Lost it top of the circle. Roseanne got it out to center ice. Regula turns on it and just got it away from McLeod. Otherwise, he had Quinn with him. And the puck in the neutral zone. Roseanne back into his own end. 2-1, Sabres lead. We're here in the second. We're just about halfway through it. Bryson up the right wing to Malenstein. Steers it into Edmonton territory. It's on the end boards. Done around to the right for Samuelson. Across the line, Dahlin. Shoot! Scores! Tipped in the slot. Malenstein got his stick on it. Makes it 3-1 for the Sabres. It's 1 minute and 2 seconds after the Byram goal. And Beck Malenstein gets his first of the season. Quick little snapshot by Dahlin. The redirection by Malenstein. Buffalo. 9:43, time of that one. The right wing, Tuck had to go off his stick into the Oilers zone. Bouchard scoops it around the boards to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. Into the Buffalo end, goes to the right wing. McDavid top of the circle to Bouchard. In front of the net, off the stick of Dahlin. Draisaitl has it on the left wing. Top of the circle across to Bouchard. Into the corner to McDavid. David trying to get away from Samuelson over to the left wing. Thompson broke it up. Samuelson rims on the left. Did get it out. Ekholm has to go behind his goal. Alex Tuck right on him. Now comes up the right wing. 3-1 Sabres here in the second. 9.5 to go in the period as it's shot in. Dahlin in behind his net. Off the left wing boards and out. Wallman at center ice to McDavid. He'll come in on the right. Crisscrosses through the middle. Podkolzin with a puck. Podkolzin will shoot it in behind the goal. Come around on the right wing boards for Jake Wallman. Left wing corner to Podkolzin. Now to Roslovic. Roslovic into the left corner, but Dahlin broke it up. Got it to the line and out with it. Kozak to center ice. Up the left wing and stopped by Savoy. He'll give it to Roslovic into the Sabres end. Goes to the right wing corner. And we've got an injured Oiler player. Yep, he's right up against the boards,
and they're going
away from our view.
And they're not going to give him a penalty. They're going to say that it was a follow-through.
Get a stick up high.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right up against the boards. Take a look. Yep. That was Krebs on the follow-through.
It's the stupidest rule. You should be responsible for your stick.
Well, we'll take a break. 3-1, Sabres lead the Oilers. 8:52 to go here in the second period from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at KeyBank Center in Buffalo, 3-1, Sabres lead the Edmonton Oilers. It has been Ostlund, Byram, and Malenstein scoring for Buffalo. Roslovic has the goal for Edmonton.
Wallman's, I think he might have lost the chiclet there. And with the new rule, that's not a penalty anymore, even though you carve the guy open.
Be the follow-through on the dump-in by Krebs. So, temporarily anyway, down a defenseman.
And a change of the lines here. And Savoy's going to play center with Roslovic and Podkolzin. So obviously the Oilers are going to load up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman.
And the puck just inside the Buffalo line. Bryson got it through center. Smacked in by Nurse. And the puck along the boards. Power won't get it past Podkolzin. Out to the right wing point. Kulak with a shot. Saved by Ellis. Kicked it out into the slot. Gets up into the air, and Podkolzin over to Roslovic. Roslovic on the right for Savoy. To the left wing point to Nurse. A snapshot. Saved by Ellis. He didn't know he had it, but he had it. And we get the whistle. With 8:21 to go in the second period, 3-1 Sabres lead. Shots are now 17-11 in favor of Buffalo. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Oilers will get Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman out there. Back home in Bouchard. Face off to the right of Ellis. Prozac taking the trough for the Sabres. Puck on the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. It's shot, and that got blocked by Greenway. Right wing, McDavid, top of the circle. To the blue line to Bouchard, to McDavid. McDavid forced up to the line, turns towards the boards. Down the right wing to Bouchard. To the blue line to Ekholm, to Bouchard. Cross ice, McDavid. They'll go towards the net. Side of the net, the pass off the stick of Hyman, and it went wide.
That's got to be put in the net from there.
Out to center ice is Byram for the Sabres into the Oiler end on the left wing. In behind the goal to the right. To the point, Doan across the line to Samuelson. rims it into the corner, poked right up the right wing by Ekholm. And the puck at center ice. Byram just inside his own blue line. Both teams make some changes. Byram waits with it. Byram, pass on the right. Now the puck brought in by Doan. A shot, and that hits the stick of Kulak. Goes over the Edmonton goal. Henrique on the right wing. Can't get it out. Samuelson will keep it in. And that is a glove pass, so we get the whistle. 7:16 to go in the second. 3-1, Sabres lead. What a chance for Hyman. That actually went off the stick of Greenway.
He did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
Got a little lucky, too, that it didn't deflect off the middle of net.
Got his stick on it just before it got to Hyman. You're right. It could have easily gone off his stick and in. Power at center went to shoot it in, and that is deflected by Henrique. It stays in play, though. Rimmed on the right. Nurse on the right wing to Frederick, into the middle to Henrique. And over the line on the left, Mangiapane goes cross corner off the corner boards. Frederick to the right. It goes to the middle, and there's Tuck for the Sabres. He'll get it out. Over on the left to Doan. Doan will dump it in.
I thought that hit the glass.
Puck gets wrapped in front, and it goes right through the slot. And Mangiapane can come out for Edmonton. In over the line on the right wing, stops up. Into the right wing corner it goes. Frederick trying to get to it. Bryson protects it. Over to Power. And Power on the right wing for the Sabres. Out to center ice for Tuck. Cross ice for Oslin. And Oslin will rim the puck in. In behind his goal is Regula. And Regula on the right wing, off the boards and out. It's going to be icing against the Oilers with 6:12 to go here in the second period. 3-1, Sabres lead. Edmonton Oil Kings on the road tonight. They play in Penticton as they continue their BC road trip. Tomorrow they're in Kelowna.
Are they in Penticton tonight, Kelowna tomorrow?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Still got to get a Prince George. I think they end the trip in Prince George. And in behind the goal and out from behind it. Kulak through the middle. He was looking for Lazar. That goes off his stick. Ellis comes out to play the puck. Philp to the right corner. Philp along the boards to Lazar. To the left wing point for Matthias Ekholm. Right back in behind the net it goes. Dahlin was able to take it off the boards. On the right wing to Mallenstein. Jams it off the right wing boards and out. Regula. Right wing for Philp. It got broken up. The puck near the blue line. Ekholm got it out to center ice. Samuelson crosses line to Dahlin. Dahlin to McLeod. He's trying to find some room on the right. And McLeod into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Drops it off. Roseanne back to the point. The shot. And that's kicked out by Skinner. As Timmins put it on net, the Oilers able to clear it.
They're on their game right now, Buffalo.
McLeod to Quinn. His shot glances off of Ekholm, goes wide. Roseanne back to the blue line. And it's Byram in from the left point. He was trying to get a pass to Quinn, put it off his stick. McDavid got checked. Roseanne got it in front, and a quick one-time shot goes wide by Quinn. Draisaitl, long pass, and that's intercepted. And it's Greenway on the right side to Quinn. Little toe drag, the shot, a right pad save made by Skinner. Regula will clear it. A bouncing puck into the Sabres zone. Hyman on the left wing to the line. It comes across. Bouchard walks in, rips a shot, and the save made by Ellis. He held onto it. 4:27 to go in the second. 3-1. Sabres lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the KeyBank Center here in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517. Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
Are you waiting for surgery? Are you suffering from arthritis and need a knee replacement or have an injury to your knee, shoulder, hand, back, or ankle? Canby Surgery can help. Go where the pros go. Canby Surgery Center, Vancouver, BC. Fly in and fly out. Experts in orthopedic and sports injuries and their surgeons are chosen by elite and professional athletes. Visit CanbySurgery.com. CAMBIE Surgery.com. You don't need to be a pro to be treated like one.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
3-1, Sabres lead the Oilers, 4:27 to go here in the second. We're at the KeyBank Center. My mistake, Oil Kings play tomorrow in Penticton. That's Tuesday.
Percentage of driven outcomes is PDO, and the Oilers that's where you combine. It's a puck luck stat. You add the shooting percentage and the save percentage. 5-on-5, Edmonton's got the lowest in the league. They haven't earned it tonight. They've been outplayed 5v5 by Buffalo by a wide margin.
Off the draw in the Sabres zone, Podkolzin to the right wing corner for Matt Savoy's pass, and that was just in behind Roslovic. And the puck near the top of the circle to get it out will be Thompson. Comes down the right wing for the Sabres. Looks to shoot it. Poked off his stick, though, by Bouchard. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Good to see Jake Wallman right back out there. After he taken that errant high stick from Peyton Krebs, puck cleared out up the left wing for Savoy. Into the Sabre end. Stops up in front of the net, and Bouchard couldn't get his stick on it. And it's on the right wing, Podkolzin. On the right side, to Roslovic, forced up to the line, comes across the line, now onto the left side. The shot saved by Ellis. Quick shot off the left wing by Matt Savoy. And Colton Ellis held on.
And once again, Jack Roslovic's been Edmonton's best forward. He has the strength. He's deceptive. You don't think that he would be able to keep the puck in at the blue line there, but he keeps the play alive, drives his legs, and then slides the pass across, and a good look. And Colton Ellis fought that one off. But the Oilers are still being outshot 19-13. Badly outshot in this period. Buffalo's put everything to the net. Edmonton's passed off, and they're down by 2, and they are now chasing in a game here. We've seen this far too often over the years in Buffalo.
Puck kicked into the corner in the Sabre zone. Henrique up the left wing to the blue line. Nurse across to Kulak on the right. A wrist shot, and that one went off of McLeod and wide. From the left wing, a quick shot by Nurse and a save by Ellis. Sent out, its pass for Quinn is too far. That's icing against the Sabres.
And to this point in this game, and Draisaitl made a good pass, but Roslovic with an elite level finish on Edmonton's lone goal. The Oilers' big guys have him going. McDavid had a look early in the game for Zach Hyman. Hyman had a ton of energy in the first game, but this Buffalo D can skate. Yeah, that's part of what you're up against. Is they've got some guys that are special players on the back end. And Darlene and Byram. And then Powers, a big, lanky, firm defender to move the puck. And Samuelson's a good defensive.
Nurse with his shot. It goes in front of the net after it was stopped by Ellis, and the puck cleared out. Down the left wing, McLeod into the Oiler end. Stops on the left side, top of the circle. Forced up by Kulak, then lost it. Mangiapane comes out with it. Left wing for Frederick. Frederick to the left wing corner, and puck to the blue line, and Henrique to keep it in. Frederick has the puck on the right side. He's top of the circle, went to shoot it, hit escape, goes up into the air, into the slot. And McLeod got it out. Gave it to Quinn, and into the Oilers zone. Puck along the boards. Flipped out to center ice. On the inside is blue line. Timmins on the left to Greenway. We'll steer it into Edmonton territory. Kozak, centering pass will be there for the Sabres. And Draisaitl, he's trying to get that through to Hyman, but that's broken up. Kozak will dump it in. Krebs goes after it, left wing corner. Tied up by Kulak. Loose puck, Greenway, centering pass off the stick of the netminder Skinner. Draisaitl up the left wing. That's where he gets it to McDavid, and he'll bring the puck into the Sabres zone. Drops it to Draisaitl. Stops on the left wing for Bouchard to Ekholm. A shot off the glove of Ellis. He didn't know where it was, and it's up near the right wing point. McDavid takes it in, takes a hard hit from Krebs. And the puck comes out to center. Greenway into the Oilers zone. He'll dump it in. Minute 48 to go in the second. 3-1 Sabres lead. Matthias Ekholm to the center ice line. Will drift the puck in off the right corner boards. Dahlin around the glass. Coming down was Bouchard. It got by him and will come out. Lazar in his own zone. For Ekholm, now to Bouchard. To Lazar. Checked at the Buffalo blue line. Osland up the left wing will softly dump the puck in. Skinner's got to play it. Got it off the glass. It goes to the right wing. Noah Philp pulls it to the middle of the ice. Philp off the left wing to Janmark, and that's chopped off that corner glass at the Edmonton bench. So we get a whistle with 1:08 to go here in the second. Edmonton down by a couple. It'll be a face-off just outside the Oiler blue line. As Roslovic, Savoy, and Podkolzin get out there. Wallman and Nurse. Thompson taking the draw for Buffalo. Nurse at center ice, able to shoot it in. It's going to rim on the right. Right side, Savoy out to Roslovic. Just went by him. Goes to the blue line. We're in the last minute of the second period. Right wing to Savoy. On the right wing boards. To Podkolzin. Pulls it off the right side. A shot. Glove save made by Ellis. Held on to that.
A little bit more north-south here. This has actually been their best line. Savoy, Podkolzin, and Roslovic in the final 8 minutes here of this period.
They're going to stay out there. Kozak out to take the draw for the Sabres. It's to the left of Ellis. Kozak out of the face-off circle. Jordan Greenway will come in. No, maybe not. Maybe Peyton Krebs. Krebs wins it. Timmins around the boards for Kozak. Kozak over center is able to shoot it in. Skinner out of his net. Stop it. Now around to Podkolzin on the left. Just bump it back to Nurse. Will take it in behind the goal with 33 seconds to go here in the second period. On the right wing to Podkolzin. Through the middle to Roslovic. In over the Sabre line. Might try to split the D. He'll get it back. Savoy with a shot, and that just misses.
Should have been a penalty. Roslovic was hooked there. They didn't call it.
It's in behind the goal. Over to the left. Podkolzin behind the net to Roslovic. 10 seconds to go in the period. He gets pinned. Podkolzin comes barreling in there. Runs into Timmins. Puck goes to Roslovic. Roslovic to the right wing. His pass in front. It's blocked. He'll get it again in front. Loose puck. Save made by Ellis right at the end of the period as Wallman with the shot. After it hopped over the stick of Nurse, everybody's gathering in behind the net. Good chance for Edmonton right at the end of the second.
Somebody should take a shot at Krebs here. He's the one that... Krebs wants to... Let him go. Krebs wants to go with Podkolzin. Let him go.
The linesman's in between them right now.
They're going to go.
No, they are going to go. Podkolzin with some rights with Krebs. Down to the ice goes Krebs as Vasily Podkolzin lands a couple. We'll see if that fires up the Oilers here at the end of the second period. They're down by 2.
Well, Krebs got the shot on Connor McDavid. And Podkolzin can chuck him. We saw that last year, Jeremy Lauzon.
Buffalo number 19, Edmonton number 92. 5 minutes each, fighting.
Old school tilt. You said it. We'll see whether or not that gets the Oilers going. But Colson was the guy that recognized they needed a momentum change. Darnell Nurse missed an empty net. Right at the...
Yeah, it hopped over his stick, and then Wallman got the shot.
Wow. And then continuing, and Krebs actually... He's had a tough year this year. He's minus 10 on the campaign, and Vasily just out-muscled him. That's all that happened.
I'll give Krebs credit for taking that and really almost instigating it. But
he's lucky that Colson didn't land anything. Because we saw what happened last year. I mean, all you need to know is Mason Gertzen a couple years ago fought Jeremy Lauzon. Mason Gertzen is Buffalo's designated tough guy. And last season, Vasily Podkolzin dropped Jeremy Lauzon in a fight. So Vasily can do that. A poor first 10 minutes of that period for the Edmonton Oilers. They picked it up in the final 10 minutes. But once again, another illustration in this building. No energy, no juice. You play Carolina, they come at you right away, they smack you in the mouth, you're in the game from the get-go. The Oilers have a reputation of allowing themselves to work into games. And they haven't brought a lot of energy early in games, and I get it, they played a lot on the road and everything, but now Edmonton's got a lot of work to do. We can see whether or not they'll build anything off of Vasily taking care of business late in that period.
Osland, Byram, and Malenstein have scored for Buffalo. Roslovic has the goal for the Oilers. It's 3-1 for the Sabres after 40, but a tilt right at the end of the period between Podkolzin and Krebs, and maybe that fires up this Edmonton team. I know it's fired up Brendan Escott and Rob Brown. They've got the second intermission for you when we come back. 3-1 Sabres lead after 40. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Give it to Darlene. Darlene's pass hit a stick. Oilers might go the other way, and they will. Now Draisaitl in over the line on the right. He'll get it across. Scores! Jack Roslovic with a one-time shot, and this game is tied at 1.
That is our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. 3-1 now the scoreline for the Buffalo Sabres after a couple of second period goals there for the home team. Jack Roslovic, though, as you heard, with another spectacular snipe. And then at the end of it all, Vasily Podkolzin getting tangled up with Peyton Krebs. They dropped the gloves. Eventually, the linesman did everything in his power to make sure that wouldn't get off the ground. And then the referee actually told him to let them go. So that was a good way to end the period, I think, for an Oilers team that looks like they've lacked a bit of a spark once again tonight.
It's funny. We talked before the game. What do the Oilers need? Well, from the start of the game, they need some urgency and some desperation. They didn't have it. But what we've seen with the Oilers this year, once they fall behind 2, it's almost like, okay, we're down 2. Here comes the urgency. And once they fell down behind 2, they played better. They had, and rolling through their lines, like their third line created, their fourth line. We saw Connor and Leon be put back together at the 30-minute mark of this hockey game. And we'll probably see them together the remainder of the hockey game. But the Buffalo Sabres are a team that has struggled for years. This is a team that doesn't really know how to win hockey games yet. They're still learning, and they're in last place again. So there will be opportunities as this game goes, but if you're an Oiler fan, you're not excited with the way that the Oilers have come out in the first, well, it would have been probably the first 30, 35 minutes of this game. They were the second best team. And they had to get smacked in the mouth before they came and played with the urgency that they needed. So not a good start to the game, but what we do know about the Oilers, 2 goals means nothing. They are more than capable of scoring 2 goals or 3 or 4, whatever they need here in the third period. And we'll see if they're able to do that. They're playing against a goaltender that's got, 5 career starts. Connor and Leon are going against a centerman that's got 20 or 37 career games. There is some inexperience on this Buffalo Sabre team that the Oilers hopefully will be able to take advantage of here in the final 20.
Got to find a way to exploit it without a doubt, and they are getting goals from contributing factors on their end. Depth contributors, I mean to say, with Noah Ostlund factoring in, Bowen Byram from the back end, Beck Malenstein, who Rob and I are sitting here trying to figure out whether he's a forward or a defenseman. Truth be told, these are not your main players. We haven't seen Tage Thompson find the back of the net yet, and so you've got to find a way, if you're Edmonton, to make that saw-off happen a little more evenly. Jack Roslovic, though, he continues doing everything in his power to will this team along. His 7th goal on the year. He's been nothing but impressive, Rob. That was a beautiful one-timer from distance.
It was on and off his stick. He takes no time. The goaltender got across, but there's no time to set to react. I mean, you're just hoping. And when you take a one-timer, the whole key is, first thing, hit the puck. And it's funny, there's a lot of NHL players that can't. And we've seen that in this game already. Wallman might have lost a tooth because the guy tried hitting a one-timer, a pass, and missed the puck. So first thing is hit the puck, second thing is hit the net. There's so much opening on a goaltender as he's sliding across. So as long as you hit the net, you're giving yourself a chance to score the goal. Roslovic did. I'm going to say Roslovic in the last, let's say, a dozen games has been in the 2 best players on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers every single game. And tonight it's not even close. He's been the best player through 40 minutes. He has created, he scored a goal. He's created couple other grade A looks for Matt Savoy, who could easily have 2 goals in this game as well. Roslovic has been excellent in this hockey game, and that bodes well for the Oilers, and they're going to need that, because if they're putting Hyman with McDavid and Leon, you're going to need another depth line to be able to score a goal. And Roslovic playing with Podkolzin and Savoy have had some really good looks, and it's being driven by Jack Roslovic.
I'm trying to figure out Roslovic, Podkolzin, Savoy. Who's centering that line? Is Roslovic centering that line? I
believe he was the one that went in to take the first face-off, so I believe he's the centerman. He's a veteran. I mean, not all, but most wingers in the National Hockey League played center at some point, whether it's minor hockey, junior, college. Usually, if you're playing in the National Hockey League, you're one of the better players. All the better players played center or defense growing up, because those are the most important positions. So Savoy could play center, Roslovic could play center. And really, once you drop the puck, everyone plays everywhere. On the forecheck, on the back check, it goes F1, F2, F3. They don't say centerman go low. They say F1 go low. So the first forward back goes low. So Roslovic's taking the draws first. Savoy comes in second if he gets kicked out.
Great explanation there. Just looking at the shot totals, 19-17 through 40 minutes of play. Oilers just about at 50% in the face-off circle, 51% in fact, and they've out-hit them 18-10. But again, not as high-hitting a game coming from Zach Hyman. He does still lead the team with 4 in accordance with Vasily Podkolzin, who has 4 of his own. But that is all we've got to report here through 40 minutes of play. It's a 3-1 deficit, Rob. Just 30 seconds here on what you'd like to see out of the team as they start this third period.
Well, the last 7-8 minutes, we saw that. We saw an urgency in their game, getting pucks to net, getting pucks in deep, finishing the check, getting in on the forecheck. And I know that if you're watching it on TV, Jack and Louis talked about it a lot, and I'm sure Mooner and Bob did as well on the radio, is this third and fourth lines were contributing in that period. They weren't scoring goals, but they were coming on. They were keeping the puck in the offensive zone. They were creating opportunities. If you are being hemmed in by a third or fourth line. Fatigue sets in. You get a face-off in the offensive zone, or they ice the puck. Now you send out your first line, and you're out there against the Buffalo Sabres third pairing or third or fourth line. That's where you can take advantage, and that comes from strong shifts from the third and fourth lines of the Edmonton Oilers.
There you go. That's our Rob Brown. More from Brownie in the post-game show, and more of the intermission report here when we get to the out-of-town scoreboard next. We are at the intermission after 40 minutes of play. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com. Because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. The Alberta government has tabled legislation to add healthcare numbers and citizenship markers to driver's licenses and ID cards. It announced plans to do so earlier this year, with critics at the time saying the province was actually creating privacy concerns rather than protecting against them. Alberta's governing United Conservative Party has filed a lawsuit against two former caucus members. Peter Guthrie and Scott Sinclair have been trying to start a provincial party under the Progressive Conservative brand since they were expelled from the UCP caucus earlier this year. Now the UCP is accusing them of conspiring to damage the party's image and mislead the public. Guthrie says the lawsuit against them is not about trademarks, party names, or justice, but rather intimidation. And Alberta's UCP Minister of Arts, Culture and Status of Women has apologized for using an expletive in a voice message left for a constituent. The message begins with Tanya Furr saying she's returning the constituent's call and notes feedback left for her before saying goodbye. Furr then seemingly hangs up the phone, but the recording continues as she begins talking to someone else, and in that conversation refers to the next person she has to call as the expletive. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all four seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
This is At the intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the out-of-town scoreboard we go, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Nothing final yet, so let's rattle off the other 5 scores in the league. The Hurricanes up 2-0 on the Boston Bruins at the second intermission. Panthers 5, Canucks 3 after 40 minutes of play in Florida. Third period just getting underway in Washington, D.C. The Capitals up 2-1 on the Kings. Halfway through the game in Columbus, the Blue Jackets are up 2-1 on the Canadiens, and later on in the nightcap, getting started in about an hour's time, you've got the Ducks and the Mammoth out in Anaheim. Tomorrow, it is the Calgary Wranglers paying a visit to your Bakersfield Condors in what should be a thrilling game, no doubt, in Bakersfield. That's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Noah Ostlund opened the scoring. Jack Roslovic responded in the second period, but Bowen Byram and Beck Malenstein right now are the difference on the scoreboard in Buffalo. It's 3-1 Sabres through 40 minutes of play. Shots 19-17 for Buffalo. We'll see how it all plays out in the third period as we send it back to KeyBank Center. More play-by-play action from Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer next. We're at the intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. 3-1 Sabres lead. We're just about set for the third period of play, and the Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. Back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot sitting at $193,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Drop the puck. We're underway here in the third. Puck at the Buffalo line. Dahlin up the right wing off his stick and into the Oilers zone. Greenway goes to the inboards. Checked by Bouchard. Puck came free. Bouchard follows it up. And he's got some room on the right through the middle off of McDavid. Goes right down to the netminder Ellis. He has to cover it. Had nowhere to go with it. We'll get a face-off 22 seconds into the third.
So in Philadelphia, Nick Seeler got a high hit on Connor McDavid. Basically, McDavid had finished the dropping a pass off. Seeler grabbed him and hurtled him into the boards. There was no call. The Oilers had a little talk with Seeler, who, by the way, is an exceptional fighter. Edmonton came back and won that game in a shootout. Then against Carolina, it was William Carrier first slashing, then basically, can opening Leon Draisaitl up the ice on a rush, no call. Got to make that play if you're the D when you win the ozone draw like that. And Draisaitl got a slashing penalty in response, and you saw how animated I was afterwards. Was that not a hold?
Wow. Puck turned over. Thompson with a shot, and that doesn't get through. McDavid can bring it out left side to Draisaitl, just over the Buffalo line, across to Nurse, in from the right wing point. He's going to drive towards the net, put it right through the crease. And the puck to the left wing. Draisaitl to the blue line to Ekholm. Down the left wing point to Nurse, towards the net, saved by Ellis. He saw it, he held on. There'll be a face-off in the Buffalo end.
Well, Jack Roslovic was Edmonton's best player in the second period, but Colson's off right now with the fighting major. Now, the point I was going to make was the Oilers have taken matters into their own hands here if they're not going to get calls. But Colson ends up taking care of business in a scrap with Peyton Krebs, who, to his credit, took the fight. Henrique's going to get a chance here playing with Savoy and Roslovic, but Colson not available for this line due to a fighting major.
Henrique wins the draw. Nurse on the left point. A shot launches off the stick of Tuck, and that goes out of play.
It is quite something, though. This team in this building just don't play well here. And now they got some real work to do down by 2. And Colton Ellis made a couple pretty good saves in that period. He robbed Matt Savoy once. Robbed Evan Bouchard.
Goes in behind the Sabre net. Byram on the left to Doan. Cross to Timmins, up the right wing for Thompson. Back to Timmins, that misses him. He's got to go back and get it. Give it to Byram, off the left wing boards to Doan. Doan will loop back into his own end. Josh Doan can drop the puck. Timmins now on the left for Byram to Tuck, and he'll come into the Oiler end on the right. He'll turn and shoot that off of Wallman, off the boards and out. And the puck hits center ice. And on the right wing, pushed into the zone by Byram. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman in there. Tuck trying to get it free. Came in front of the goal, picked up by Roslovic. And he'll get to center ice by himself. He'll dump it in on the backhand, go off for a change. In the right wing corner, Owen Power, right side for Roseanne. The puck brought in on the left wing. McLeod across to Power. Cross ice pass. A backhand by Quinn. Just misses. The puck doesn't get out. McLeod will get a chance. A shot. Right pad save made by Skinner. And the puck to the line and out now.
Edmonton get beat to a lot of loose spots here. Third and fourth lines.
Quinn on the right wing. Cross ice. Roseanne, left wing corner. He centered it. Nobody there for the Sabres. They get it to the line. That's not getting out. Puck bouncing around. Quinn on the left wing. A shot, and that's off his stick. Goes out of play. 2:32 gone here in the third. 3-1 Sabres lead. Faceoff will be to the right of Skinner. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer were in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Philp to take the draw. Up there with Noah Ostland. Ostland kicked out of the faceoff circle. Josh Dunn will take the draw. Wins it. Puck on the left wing point. Samuelson. Now it comes out to Tuck. A shot, and that goes wide. In behind the net is Dunn. Dunn to the left. Got to hold off Regula. So Regula takes him to the boards. Puck comes free. Tuck to the point. Skips over the stick of Samuelson. It comes out. The puck out into the neutral zone, and Tuck will get it. He'll come in. His shot, save made by Skinner. As Tuck tried to go 5-hole. And the puck in behind the Edmonton net. And on the left wing, Regula will get it up in the air and out. 3-1 Sabres here early in the third. Right wing to Beck Mallenstein. Mallenstein off the boards, behind the net. Kozak will take it to the left now. Cycle the puck around for Greenways in the right wing corner. Greenway, stick lifted by McDavid, but stays with it, keeps it in. Bouchard, his pass off a skate, comes back to him on the right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will get it out through center. One touch by Hyman into the Sabre zone, and McDavid left wing corner. Sweeps it around on the right, and come to the blue line, off the stick of Draisaitl and out. Greenway will push it the rest of the way down the ice. Sabres make a change. Out from behind the net, Matthias Ekholm through the middle to McDavid, went off his stick. Dahlin into his own end for Samuelson. Only got it to center. Bouchard into the Sabres zone. rolls the puck to the left wing corner. Dahlin in behind the net. Off the left wing to the line and out for Ryan McLeod. He's into the Oilers zone, taking to the board. Puck goes to Quinn. He's going to go to the net. That's off a stick, just wide. Bouchard in the corner with Quinn on him. It goes in behind the goal to Nurse. Little bank pass for Matt Savoy. The St. Albert product will get to center ice. It's Savoy into the Sabres zone. To Roslovic as he goes to the left wing corner. Wanted to get it behind the net to Savoy. Picked off by Dahlin. On the left wing to Doan. Now to Tage Thompson. And that goes off of his stick to Henrique. He'll bring it in left wing to Roslovic. Roslovic left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right. To the point to Wallman. Gets to the middle. A shot. That's wide. Comes off the end boards. And Samuelson can't clear it. Kept in by Nurse. Goes to the right wing corner. Savoy out of that right corner. Round to the left. Wallman's in from the blue line, and it goes just past him. Referee maybe in the way. Now it's flipped up and out.
No intensity tonight from some of Edmonton's defensemen. Like, their play with the puck has just been atrocious. There's been chances to make plays, finish plays off.
Fighting Majors are done.
Well, that's good for Edmonton because Colson was on. His line was their best line. Roslovic, Savoy, and Colson had been Edmonton's best line in the back half of the second period. And it can't always be McDavid and Draisaitl. Tonight with Hyman, once Edmonton fell behind 3-1 here.
Face-off will be in the Sabres zone to the right of Ellis. Frederick, Janmark, Mangiapane on the ice. Kulak and Regula. Kozak will take the draw for the Sabres. Puck goes to the left wing point. Brent Kulak's shot gets blocked. Ballenstein grinds that thing out to center. Regula in his own end. Pass up the right wing, but tied up with Janmark. It goes into the Sabres zone. It's in behind the net. Over to the left, the bouncing puck. Ballenstein off the boards, up in the air and out with it. Just inside his zone is Regula. Got it up the right wing, but that's it for Edmonton. Power, right wing pass. At center ice to Ballenstein. He'll shoot it in. Ostlund will go after it. Puck around the boards. It doesn't get out. Ostlund on the left wing. Behind the net to Ballenstein. Off its stick over to the right side. Mangiapane for Regula. On the right. And it was Janmark able to get the puck out to center ice. Brought back in. Byram on the right. Rosean to the right way or towards the net. Goes off of Janmark. He's able to spin that behind the goal on the left wing for Kulak. Will skip it out down the ice. He'll be icing against Edmonton. 6 minutes, 26 seconds gone here in the third. 3-1 Sabres lead.
Well, I felt Edmonton needed to get to 35 shots.
I don't know. We'll see. They're going to have to pick it up to get there. Face-off will be to the right of Skinner. So McDavid into the face-off circle. The Kozak puck to the end boards. Ekholm around the left wing to center to Draisaitl. Cross ice pass. Here's Hyman down the right wing. Stops. Gets it to his backhand. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Across the line. Left wing. McDavid. Cross ice pass. Trying to get that through the middle to Ekholm. It got broken up and Kozak gets it out. Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm to Bouchard through center. On the left to Draisaitl. Lifts it in. Glove down by Dahlin. He's able to clear it. The puck in the neutral zone. Goes into the Sabre end. Samuelson turning back to Greenway on the left wing. Out to Tuck. Off his stick and in. Ekholm just leaving it to McDavid. Now on the right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl makes a move at the Sabre line. Comes in on the right. Pass to the middle, picked off by Thompson. He'll come out with it. He's got Tuck with him. He'll drop it. Tuck down to Thompson, and that went off of Nurse. Hyman will flip it up, didn't get it out. It's gloved down by Tuck. It played across the line. Doan on the left to Thompson. Thompson to the left wing corner, behind the Edmonton net, in front to Tuck, rolled it on net, and it's stopped by Skinner, and he is able to cover it. We can take a break. 7:47 gone here in the third. 3-1, Sabres lead the Oilers from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, 3-1 Sabres lead the Oilers. Osland, Byram, and Malenstein scoring for Buffalo. Roslovic has the Oilers goal. Face off to the right of Skinner. Lazar taking the draw. He's out there with Podkolzin and Roslovic. As it goes to the end boards, Osland will step out, go to the right side. Shot, scores! Osland was able to get around the right and to the middle and makes it 4-1 for the Sabres. He gets his second of the night. Third of the season. And that hole for the Oilers just got a little deeper. Bryson with it inside his own line. For power, his pass through the middle, off the stick of Ekholm, goes into the Oiler end. On the right wing corner is Bouchard. Bouchard up to Ekholm, will dump it in on the backhand. Savoy, left wing corner to Podkolzin. All the way around to the right wing point. Bouchard, a shot, blockered away by Ellis. Ekholm. To keep that in and went off a Quinn. Went out, came back in. Edmonton offside. They got to tag up. Power on the right wing. Off the right wing boards and out. Now picked up by McLeod. He'll come in. He'll backhand miss on the short side. But a rush by Ryan McLeod. Right wing point. Samuelson. Over to the left point, the shot by Dahlin, the rebound just over the stick of Rosen, and the puck out to center ice. Podkolzin to Savoy will shoot it in. As Buffalo comes close to getting to 5. It's a 4-1 Sabre lead. Puck dumped in off a stick, goes out of play in the Oilers zone with 10:56 to go here in the third. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Osland's third of the year at 7:55 has put the Sabres up 4-1. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman out with Nurse and Wallman. Dunn picks up an assist on the Osland goal. Shot in by Wallman. around the left wing boards. McDavid. Right pass it. Hit a stick. Goes out of play. It'll be a face-off in the Buffalo end. Face-off to the right of Ellis. Draisaitl to take the draw. Shots at 25-20 in favor of Buffalo. Kozak out of the face-off circle. It'll be Krebs against Draisaitl. They drop it, gets into the skates, goes in behind the net. Dahlin will play it around the boards, tipped in by Woolman. To McDavid, off the right side, to Nurse, a shot, that was tipped, saved by Ellis, and he covered it up. Nurse with the shot, it hit a stick, was redirected somewhat, and Ellis got it with the left pad, then covered it. Actually broke the stick of Kozak on its way to the net.
They played with way greater desperation than Edmonton. They fronted more pucks, won a lot more puck battles.
Faceoff will be to the right of Ellis. Draisaitl wins the draw. Nurse to the left wing corner. Now in behind the net. Centering pass. That goes off the stick of Timmins. Into the skate of Timmins. And Nurse to the right side for McDavid. The right wing point. Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. Checked on the play by Byram. Wallman keeps it in. Right point. Goes to the middle. Right wing to Draisaitl. Towards the net. Brought it in front. That's off. A stick goes over to the right wing corner. Doan trying to clear it. It hits Wallman. Puck along the boards inside the Buffalo zone. Doan to the line. That came out. Nurse brought it back in. It's offside against Edmonton. Halfway through the third. 4-1. Sabres lead the Oilers. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Don't see Noah Philp on the Oilers bench here in the third period.
All right.
Just keeping an eye on that.
Henrique out with Mangiapane and Frederick. Neutral zone draw. Goes to Regula. He'll drill the puck in. Howard lost it along the left wing boards. Henrique around on the right. Coming down, Regula. Runs into Dunn. Dunn trying to jam it to the point. Does, but Frederick will keep it in. Dunn gets another chance. And we'll get it to Ostlund and out. At the Edmonton blue line. Kulak on the left wing to Mangiapane. Directs it right to the net. Skips into the glove of the netminder, Ellis, and he'll hold onto it. And it'll be a face-off in the Buffalo zone. 9:29 to go here in the third.
Well, Edmonton's been outplayed. They've deserved what they've got tonight. Not sharp from the beginning.
Right back with Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman. Wins the draw. Draisaitl does. Bouchard across the line. That's poked off his stick. Mallenstein after it, but Bouchard recovers at center. Brought in by Ostlund on the left. The shot, and that's kicked out by the right pad of Skinner. Hyman on the right wing to McDavid. On the left at center ice for Ekholm. He'll shoot it in. Goes into the right wing corner. McLeod spun around. Quinn will get it out. Give it to Ryan McLeod. To Roseanne, but that's broken up at the Edmonton blue line. McDavid into the Sabres zone to the left wing for Draisaitl. He's top of the circle. Down in behind the net to Hyman. Trying to spin away from McLeod on the right wing to McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard rips it on goal. Pad save made by Ellis. And somebody lost their skate. Their skate blade just came right out of it. And I think that's going to be Samuelson. We're going to take a break as Samuelson gets assistance to the Sabre bench. 8:40 to go here in the third. 4-1. Sabres lead the Oilers from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step One shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes. Never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza. They keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. 4-1 Sabres lead the Oilers. We got 8:40 to go here in the third period. Noah Ostlund has a pair for Buffalo. Byram and Malenstein also scoring for the Sabres. Roslovic with the Oiler goal. And the face-off in the Sabres zone against the center ice. Thompson will shoot it in. Regula, cross ice. That goes to the boards, and the shot from the right side by Tuck misses. Janmark trying to clear it out. He can't. Thompson keeps it in. He'll cut through the slot, and a rising shot off the end boards. Just missing.
Oh, boy, this is poor.
Kulak on the left wing to Podkolzin, and he'll get it out. Right wing for Janmark. Into the Buffalo end. Cross ice pass. That's broken up. It goes to the line where it's kept in by Nurse. Down the left wing to Podkolzin. Behind the net for Lazar. Has it on the right side. Curtis Lazar off the right wing. A short save by Ellis. He'll cover it up. It was a high shot that caught Ellis on the left shoulder. And we'll get a face-off in the Sabres zone with 7:53 to go in the third. And the Sabres up 4-1 on Edmonton.
The only thing I can think of with Noah Philp is he took a heavy hit from Josh Dunn right in front of the Buffalo bench in front of the second period. Thought he was okay. And it's the only thing I can think of right now. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, we haven't seen him here in the third. Face off to the left of Ellis. Power into the corner with Trent Frederick on him. Mangiapane in there too as they try and get this thing loose. Goes back to the blue line. Wallman on the right wing point. Off the boards to Frederick. Now to Mangiapane on the right. To the blue line to Wallman. Wallman to Mangiapane. Went to turn and shoot it. It's blocked and it comes out. Mangiapane through the middle of the ice. Just over the skate of Frederick. Power to Bryson. Bryson across to Power. Through the middle for Kozak. Went to shoot it in. Goes off of Matthias Ekholm. He's pressured by Kozak. Across to Nurse to Ekholm. Ekholm inside the Edmonton blue line. Kozak keeping an eye on him for a moment. Now through the middle to Draisaitl. At the center ice line. Has to shoot it in. Goes to the right wing corner. Greenway in the corner. Puck was turned over for a moment. And now gets to center ice to Kozak. Kozak at the end of the blue line. Got run over by McDavid. Shot it in, but off the glass, not a play.
Connor better make sure there. I mean, sometimes you get a skate up high. He's checking right now. He's going to go off.
Just walk down the tunnel.
That one tweaked him a bit.
Yep. Went in for the hit.
You need a Charlie horse that way, Cam.
There's Ekholm down the left wing of the Sabres zone. Shot off the stick of Darlene that goes out of play.
Unfortunately for the Oilers, they've been kept completely outside here in the third period. No inside game. They add Zach Hyman back to the lineup.
Got thought maybe that fight at the end of the second might spur it, but it did not. Face off in the Sabres zone to the right. Colton Ellis. Jack Roslovic, the only one to get one past Ellis so far here tonight. Roslovic's out there with Draisaitl and Hyman. Thompson could get it out through the middle for Buffalo. Across to Doan as he comes into the Oiler end. Shot from the angle off the outside of the Edmonton net. Ekholm around the left wing boards, past Draisaitl and out. Goes up on end. It rolls into Buffalo territory. Dahlin will turn it up the left wing. Put it high in the air. Gloved down by Thompson. Stood up at the Edmonton blue line, but Tuck can bring it in. He's going to go to the net. Tuck with a backhand that goes wide. To the point for Samuelson. A wrist shot, and that misses. Timmins across the line to Samuelson on the right. A shot. Misses the net again. Timmins, he'll let one go. Pad save made by Skinner. Puck to the blue line where Dahlin had kept it in, and it went off of Nurse and out. On the right wing, a pass for Thompson. Eludes him. Goes into the Oiler end of the corner. In behind the net, Kulak. Makes that Wallman.
McDavid's back out there. So
McDavid's back out. That is good. Left wing to Roslovic. Comes to the Buffalo blue line to Nurse on the left wing point. A wrist shot tipped just wide by Savoy. On the right wing, Savoy will go in behind the net. Left wing to McDavid. To the blue line. Ekholm shot misses the target from the bad angle. Save made by Ellis. As Roslovic with a chance. Hit the stick of Roslovic. Bouchard keeps it near right wing point. Got it in behind the net. Timmins lost it to Savoy. Savoy centering pass blocked. He'll get it back. Roseanne won't get it out. Savoy over to the left wing. On the left side to McDavid. Goes to the point, and Byram will get it out. And Byram at center will dump the puck in. 4:45 to go in the third. 4-1 Sabres lead. McDavid out of the Edmonton end through the middle. Over the Sabre blue line. To the left wing corner. Got to go off his stick. Kozak has to deal with Podkolzin. Mangiapane in there as well. To McDavid around the right wing boards to Bouchard. To McDavid. Behind the net, Podkolzin. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Across the line on the left for Ekholm. Will shoot it towards the net and gloved out of the air by Ellis. He's going to hold on. We're going to take a break. 4:17 to go in the third. 4-1. Sabres lead the Oilers from the KeyBank Center here in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer, and tell them PB sent you.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for oil country and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, 4-1 Sabres lead the Oilers. 4:17 to go in the third period. Goaltender Stuart Skinner on the bench for the extra attacker with 4:17 to go in the third. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Draisaitl will take the draw to the right of Ellis. Draisaitl against Tage Thompson. As they tie up, puck goes to the corner. Hyman along the left wing. Comes free, top of the circle. Tuck will get it out. Missed Kozak with it. And Bouchard in his own end to Connor McDavid. Now to Roslovic, to Wallman on the right to McDavid, into the Sabres zone. Off the right wing boards to Draisaitl. To the blue line, Bouchard blasts a shot, and this save made by Ellis. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard again, blasts another shot, and this time gloved by Ellis. And a face-off in the Sabres zone. 3:48 to go here in the third. Edmonton down 4-1.
Oilers are only marginally up at face-offs in this game, which perhaps is yet another illustration of how they haven't been sharp. Buffalo's the worst face-off team in the NHL. But Buffalo's been on their game. They've been by far the better, more desperate team tonight.
To the point it goes to Bouchard. He's in the middle. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Greenway in front of him. Across to Wallman on the left. To Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. To Bouchard. Fake the shot. Steps. Now shoots it. Saved by Ellis. Loved it. Held on to it. Stuart Skinner on the Oiler bench for the extra attacker. 3:31 to go in the third. Draisaitl will take the draw against Tyson Kozak. Kicks it back to the right wing point. Bouchard around the boards. Goes to the left side. To the line. Wallman kept it in. Off the left wing glass. Top of the circle. Comes free to Doan. He'll flip it out. And that'll go wide of the Edmonton net. It'll be an icing call against the Sabres.
Oh, you'll take that all day. You're nursing a 3-goal lead here. Pretty disappointing performance to be in this situation for Edmonton. Oilers are at minute 4 with Hyman, Draisaitl, McDavid, Roslovic out here. Bouchard's been out here for over 2 minutes now. Straight at the net, empty, down by 3.
Face off to the right of Ellis. Puck to the blue line. To Bouchard on the left now to McDavid. The left wing corner is pass in front. That's picked off and cleared out by Dunn. It'll be icing against the Sabres.
No inside game. No inside game right now. I wonder how creative, like if Phelps out here, I wouldn't recall Howard. I would think outside the box with a recall. A very unpredictable recall, but your team needs some juice. They need something different. They need some infectious enthusiasm, because they haven't had that here.
Puck to the end boards. Roslovic on the right for Draisaitl. To the point. Wallman, left wing. On the left side, McDavid across to Draisaitl. Save made by Ellis on the one-time shot from Leon Draisaitl. That was a good stop.
It was a great stop by Ellis. He's looked good. This has happened a lot to Edmonton over the years. The first time they faced a goaltender. Of course, they haven't carried the play. They haven't made Buffalo feel uncomfortable. Buffalo's got a couple D-men that really skate. Nobody got in on the forecheck the entire game.
2:44 to go in the third. Face off to the left of Ellis. Oiler net still empty. McDavid will take the draw against McLeod. McLeod wins it. Dahlin will flip it out, but not hard enough for icing. Wallman at the side of the Edmonton goal for Draisaitl. Now to McDavid at his own line. Up the right wing. Off the boards. Picks it up himself. Into the Sabres zone. Pass to the point. Picked off by Thompson. And he'll rip it all the way down the ice and into the net. To make it 5-1 for the Sabres. Tage Thompson gets his 9th of the year.
Well, that play perhaps emblematic of Edmonton's challenges tonight.
17:37, time of the empty net goal by Tage Thompson to make it 5-1. Mallenstein chasing after it with Kulak, and it goes into the Edmonton bench. Then we get a whistle. But you're right, emblematic of the way things have gone tonight.
McDavid gains his zone, button hooks, tries to pop a pass back. Thompson with a reach and frame picks it off, and perfect empty netter.
Just inside the Buffalo blue line as that goes off a stick and out of play and put it right into the middle of the Edmonton net. Face-off will be at center. 2:05 to go in the third. 5-1 Sabres lead. Lazar to take the draw against Ostland, and the puck at the Edmonton blue line to Regula. Regula to Kulak. The left wing off of Janmark. Flipped up, goes to Janmark. For Kulak to Janmark, left wing. Lazar into the Sabre end, left wing corner in front of the net. That goes off a skate to Ellis. It came free to the left wing point. Kulak to Regula to Kulak on the left. To the middle, winds up, hammers his shot off of Mallenstein, and it bounces wide of the Sabre goal. It's in the right wing corner as Janmark squeezes it back to the point. Regula, his shot saved by Ellis. He'll cover it up. Minute 23 to go in the third. 5-1 Sabres. Sabres ending a 5-game losing skid with a 4-3 overtime win at Detroit. Their last game, they were down 4-1.
And they're a team of swings. We've seen that before. Emotional team.
Up to the point. Ekholm shot saved by Ellis. Still hold on. Again to the right of Ellis with a 1:18 to go here in the third period. McLeod wins the draw. Dahlin up the boards, doesn't get out. Henry shot blocked by McLeod. Henrique had kept it in. Dahlin skates in front of his net to Ryan McLeod through the middle into the Oiler end. McLeod lost the top of the circle. McLeod gets it back, though. We're into the last minute. Shot blockered away by Skinner. And shot on the end boards. Broken up by Quinn. Got it in front of the net. There was Savoy to clear it out for Edmonton. 45 seconds to go here in the third. 5-1 Sabres lead. Roseanne into the Oiler end for Quinn. Cross ice to Byram. For Roseanne, smacked it in front of the Edmonton net. Todd Colson picks it up on the right wing now to Frederick. Into Sabre territory. Stops on the right wing. It's a pass that goes just over Lazar's stick, and now the puck in behind the net. Frederick, the left wing. Frederick to the point. Nurse has it on the left wing side. 12 seconds left to go here in the third. Todd Colson in the right wing corner. To the point for Wallman. Powers able to clear it. As it is at center, the game will end. 5-1 the final. The Sabres defeat the Edmonton Oilers here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. And the Sabres have won a couple in a row. Edmonton, 2 wins, 2 losses on this road trip so far.
Well, not good tonight. Not nearly good enough, no question about it. Outplayed in several aspects of this game. Score effects in terms of the shots in the third period, because they didn't have any in the first 10 minutes. Then they went 6 and 5 and got a couple to the net, but didn't create anything greasy. And they deserved what they earned tonight, which was nothing. And the end result, a real poor overall performance for Edmonton. And I'm sure every player on the team would tell you that. They got to bring more than that. Let's move on. I get it. You've been on the road a bunch and not a lot of practice time, but not good enough tonight.
We got Washington next.
You better play a hell of a lot better than you did tonight. That's all I'm going to know. They did turn their season around a couple years ago in Washington.
That's right.
But this was... I mean, they had one guy going. Jack Roslovic was going. Rasmus Dahlin was head and shoulders the best defenseman on the ice tonight. Not even close. And I might argue Bowen Byram was the second best defenseman. So,
yeah.
Need more than what we saw tonight, Cam. Need more.
Well, I can't argue with you. 5-1 the final. Sabres over the Edmonton Oilers. Noah Ostlund had a couple of goals. It was Bowen Byram, Beck Mallenstein, and Tage Thompson. He had the empty netter. The only goal for Edmonton was Jack Roslovic. And Edmonton drops to 9-8-4. They're 2-2 on this road trip. Sabres now have won a couple in a row. They improved to 7-8-4. 5-1. Sabres over the Oilers. Our Rogers post-game show coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Gave it to Dahlin. Dahlin's pass hit a stick. Oilers might go the other way, and they will. Now Draisaitl in over the line on the right. He'll get it across. Scores! Jack Roslovic with a one-time shot, and this game is tied at 1.
And that's as good as it got for Edmonton tonight. That's the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. From Keybank Center, which is the house of horrors for the Edmonton Oilers. They lose for the 5th time in the last 6 games here. It wasn't close. Sabres 5, Edmonton 1. This is the Rogers postgame show.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game. Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 Chad, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Well, no, the smart play of the night for Catelli Smart Pasta with all-natural ingredients. It's the smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag, and the next time you shop, we'll give it to Vasily Podkolzin, who stepped up for Connor McDavid on Peyton Krebs. That was one of the few bright spots. There weren't many. This is the Rogers postgame show. Let's bring aboard Rob Brown. Rob, just a lack of energy and enthusiasm right from the get-go tonight from the Edmonton Oilers. Buffalo's got some D that can skate. The Oilers never sustained any forecheck. It was all Buffalo tonight.
It was, and we've seen this story over and over again this season where the Oilers come out slow, lack a little bit of desperation, lack a little bit of intensity, and fall behind. Then we see the push in the third period. But, you know, that's not going to work each and every night. Eventually, falling behind and only playing 20 minutes will cost you, and it did tonight. The Buffalo Sabres were the better team, and I know that they've got a couple nice defensemen. Dahlin's top 5 in the league, top 6 in the league, one of the best in the world, and they are a different team with him in there. But up front, missing the number of players that they were missing, and it wasn't Tuck, it wasn't Tage Thompson, it wasn't their star forwards that beat the Oilers. It was guys, there's some of the guys that scored tonight probably aren't in the lineup if the Buffalo Sabres are healthy. And they took control. They created second, third, fourth chances. This was as poor a puck management game as the Oilers have had. I don't know how many times the Buffalo Sabres, the puck would come out, the Oilers would turn it over, and they'd come with numbers. They scored 5. And Stuart Skinner probably made about 5 or 6 saves, and the Buffalo Sabres missed 3 or 4 grade A scoring chances in this game as well. It was a tough night against a team that, of all the teams on this road trip, this team, this Buffalo Sabre team, would be the team that you would have circled as the most likely to beat. But Buffalo, as you talk about all the time, every team is up to play the Oilers. Yep. Every team gets excited about it, and there's nerves, because if you're going against Connor and Leon, and you got that Tyson Novak tonight, or Kozak tonight, he's a 22-year-old seventh rounder. He was tasked with going head-to-head against Connor McDavid all night long. I bet she's never shadowed anyone in his life. And he's going against the best in the world, and he was excellent tonight. The Buffalo Sabres deserved this victory. This was not a great effort by the Oilers.
All right, Noah Philp did not finish the game. We'll get an explanation from Chris Knobloch. That opens up potentially the window to recall somebody.
Here's, to me, if this is my opinion, when someone gets hurt in the National Hockey League and you look down to your minors, usually you're trying to fill that spot. If it's a fourth line that gets hurt, to me, if I know that fans have asked for it, and Brendan and I have talked about it, is this a chance to give a Clattenburg a chance?
He'd certainly give them some much-needed energy,
and that's what the Oilers are lacking the most.
Because they are flat. Mm-hmm. Their defense thinks they're better than they are.
Their defense, it was a struggle. Buffalo played really, really well, but the Oilers made it easy on them because they kept giving them the puck.
And they're easy to play against. Nobody rides anybody into the boards. Nobody pins anybody up against the walls. Nobody sits there and challenges anybody.
Well, Bob, how noticeable was it when Zach Hyman came back and threw all those hits? It's because
him and Colson are the only two forwards that hit.
And then on the back end, there's just not a lot of physicality on the back end.
What's Darnell Nurse? What's he doing?
Well,
flinging pucks from the blue line with no screen.
Well,
does he not have I get, you know what? And I
know the one you're talking about too, Bob. That he had Leon Draisaitl cocked ready for a one-timer, and instead he threw it on the ice with no one in front of the net. I mean, that kid played well. But how many times did he have someone in front of him other than Zach Hyman? When he stood in front, he was the only player that stood in front of the net tonight when there was a shot.
Way too easy to play against.
And in the National Hockey League nowadays, there's too many good hockey players. There's too many skilled players. And we saw tonight a couple of young players for the Buffalo Sabres.
They're hungry.
And with time and space in the blue paint, they will score. And the Oilers, just too many easy opportunities for Buffalo in their own zone. And they made the Edmonton Oilers pay. The Buffalo Sabres were the better team tonight, and it was by a long shot.
100%. All right. Great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
All right, there you go. That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. We are in the Rogers post-game show, and when we talk about Rogers, this is our game. Well, tonight was Buffalo's game from start to finish. 5-1 Sabres. Oilers dropped to 9-8-4. Their indifferent start till the season continues. This is the Rogers post-game show.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, well, let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Last score we had, it is a final. The Carolina Hurricanes have beaten the Boston Bruins 3-1. The Columbus Blue Jackets are up 3-2 on the Montreal Canadiens late in the third period. Washington, Edmonton's opponent Wednesday, does the Oilers a favor. They beat the LA Kings 2-1. Florida outscores Vancouver 8-5. Later tonight, Utah at Anaheim. Tomorrow night, the Edmonton Oil Kings, who I have at 17-4-2, are in Penticton to play the expansion Vs. They're not your typical expansion team. They made the rules way easier in terms of the lists and that sort of thing. So Penticton's got a pretty good team. Bakersfield's also in action tomorrow. Will they be down a forward? Noah Philp hurt tonight. We don't know yet what it is. Do the Oilers potentially look at going outside the box here and maybe accelerating the pace and giving a couple games to Connor Glattenberg? Because this team right now is lacking a little bit of juice. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier. Like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
The Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game, whatever life brings, we've got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Obviously, the Oilers lose 5-1, no insurance goal of the game for Alberta Blue Cross. And we go to our 3 stars. 3 stars brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. Edmonton basically had one forward going. His name was Jack Rosselbeck. He scored a goal, made a couple other nice plays. He's tonight's 3rd star. 2nd star, Rasmus Dahlin with a pair of assists. And the 1st star tonight was Noah Ostlund. The Edmonton Oilers, they're beat. No other way to say it. I know the shots say 33-28 Edmonton in the end. Completely outplayed, lack of emotion. Oilers lose 5-1 in Buffalo. Edmonton heads to Washington tomorrow to take on the Capitals. Pretty good team. Better be better than they were tonight. For Cam Moon, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aiden Ganem. Who else? Our studio producers, Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, Eamon Hashem, Tom Addy, our longtime engineer here in Buffalo. Bob Stauffer saying so long. The Oilers' House of Horrors continues at KeyBank Center. They lose 5-1 to the Sabres.
Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel.
What an assignment he's got as Edmonton and Buffalo hook up from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York on a blustery day. We're underway with McDavid winning the opening draw.
To tip it off of the stick and put it down the ice. Solid penalty kill.
Into the zone.
Thompson, hard to the net. Quick shot off the pads of Skinner. Matt Savoy to Frederick. Shot! Henrique right at the feet! And sure enough, that created problems for Colton Ellis. Jack Quinn to the net. Again, they're missing a lot of their top forwards. Zach Benson, Jason Zucker, Josh Norris, among others. Here's a dish in front. Score! Ostlund.
As he brings it from backhand to forehand down low. Watch him kind of get the position. You're going to see a nice pass zip down to him and just good control. I mean, he picks up this puck on the forehand and brings it from backhand to forehand. Roseanne is the one that snapped it down to him right on the side of the net. And he quickly brings this to the front. All in one motion and tucks it far side. You have to have quick hands to make that play. Awesome.
Fires a dart to Dahlin. Tried to turn it back to Thompson and off the giveaway. Here comes Mangiapane with Draisaitl. Trailer, one-timer score. Jack Roslovic has tied this game, putting it upstairs on Ellis off a brilliant feed from Draisaitl. And Roslovic continues to stay hot. That's his 7th.
He's on fire right now. You have to know exactly where everybody is. Turns over into the hands of Draisaitl. He makes this little backhand pass look easy, but it's perfectly in place for the trailing Roslovic to let this puck go, and that's the key.
Against Nurse. Trying to wallpaper him. Greenway up top. Timmins. Puck deflected. Shot Bozak and a save made. Rebound Bozak across. One-timer score. Buffalo regains a 2-1 lead. It's Bowen Byron.
Side and create more. Now, in the last couple of shifts, they've done it. And it's just urgency. This puck is up for grabs. Spin shot right here. Rebound. Come up with a loose puck again. And then a beautiful pass across.
Bozak.
The setup, there you go. We talked about him before. He's got the tough matchup in this game up against the McDavid line. He makes a beautiful spin pass.
And Peyton Krebs. Give that line credit. It's a dogged tonight. There's half a hockey game left, but right now, Buffalo winning that matchup. Dahlin shot, and that's tipped in. And the Sabres extend to a 3-1 lead. Beck Ellenstein.
Beauty tip in front that didn't miss by much. This is just hockey 101. Work a puck from the corner back to the defense. D to D, widely spread out wall to wall. Get the shot to the net. Dahlin's head's already up when he receives this puck, and it's just get it to the danger zone. Watch this slow-mo. Tip down for Stuart Skinner. He's expecting a puck up high. Look how high he's extended up on his knees to try and catch that with the shot.
Rebound gained, turned over by Kulak. McLeod shot and a save made. Stuart Skinner. Lazar off the face-off. Sabres gain control. Ostlund hesitated and then scored. His 2nd of the night. And Buffalo extends to a 4-1 lead.
Position off a face-off, come up with a loose puck. He backhands it through Wallman, and then he just starts moving. Eventually, he gets himself to a terrific spot to pick his spot, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of fakes that he's looking for a pass, spins and fires his 2nd of the game. First 2-goal career game for Ostlund. It's 4-1 Buffalo.
3 in. Net has been empty since 4:17 remain. McDavid hits the line with speed. McLeod over to Jack. Thompson a steal. Fires and scores. 5-1 Buffalo, and that'll put it away. Tage Thompson, an empty netter.
About 180 feet, maybe 170, but right there, hash mark zip. This one goes airborne right into the middle of the net. I mean, you can't put it in the middle more than that. Good read by the 6'6" Thompson to pick off that pass once again, going back to the blue line. And zips it home.
One last clear, knockdown at center, and that'll be all. The Buffalo Sabres 5, the Edmonton Oilers 1. Fires a dart to Dahlin. Tried to turn it back to Thompson, and off the giveaway, here comes Mangiapane with Draisaitl. Trailer, one-timer score! Jack Roslovic has tied this game, putting it upstairs on Ellis off a brilliant feed from Draisaitl, and Roslovic continues to stay hot. That's his 7th.
Overtime, you have to know exactly where everybody is. Turns over into the hands of Draisaitl. He makes this little backhand pass look easy, but it's perfectly in place for the trailing Roslovic.